outstanding old-time SEC games where you have quarterbacks that are the stars of the team, running backs that are all capable of breaking it at any time for the score. LSU band playing the national anthem, and they'll be playing the national anthem in a minute. They're playing the LSU alma mater right now. And so we will be back with more pregame after this break on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sounds are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
Walk-On Sports Bistro puts everything they've got into bringing you game day with a taste of Louisiana. Dig into their mouth-watering made-from-scratch Louisiana cuisine like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp, plus fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads, all in front of 70-plus TVs with 40-plus beers on tap. Or watching the game at home, Walk-On's family and friends bundles are available to go. Pick your favorite starter, side, and entree and feed a group of 4. Order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro, more than a restaurant. Together, we are partners setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
Keene Miller, serving the legal needs of business and industry across Louisiana and Texas. They are dedicated to providing quality, efficient, and cost-effective legal services from offices in Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Lafayette, Shreveport, Lake Charles, Houston, and the Woodlands. Learn more now at KeeneMiller.com. That's KeenMiller.com. Linda Perez Clark, Managing Partner.
This has been the Countdown to Kickoff, presented by ASAP on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Time now for LSU Fighting Tiger Footy Rush. Here is the voice of your Fighting Tigers, Chris Blair.
Welcome in, Tiger fans. When you think perfect weather for Southeastern Conference football, we have that today here in Baton Rouge as we get set for an SEC West tilt. LSU hosting the Rebels of Ole Miss, number 7 in the land, coming in 7-0 on the season, 3-0 in league play. The Tigers, again, 5-2. They are 3-1 in Southeastern Conference play. And again, it's 81 degrees, a little slight breeze today. And taking a final look, there's not a cloud in the sky here in the capital city. Doug Morrow, we get set up for this game. One of the things I've found over the years being here at LSU is that maybe Ole Miss and LSU don't look at each other as the same rival. Maybe it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 50 years ago. But something about this week gets both the Rebel fans and Tiger fans fired up, young and old. They want to get after each other. I don't expect anything different today.
I don't think that LSU has reduced Ole Miss as a rivalry. I think they just added other schools to it, but LSU and Ole Miss have been a rivalry, and they always will be, Chris. I tell you, it is simply because of the history of those two teams, the games that have been played. There are a lot of human beings that played in those games that have recollections of how important the games were to them, and therefore it's important to the people that know LSU and know those players, because those players have handed down the stories about it. I'm one of them, because there were some Ole Miss games that are very important in my history and in the history of people that played around that time. As old as I am, we remember that much. And so LSU and Ole Miss is always going to be important. Archie Manning is a guy who played at Ole Miss, very important, and now a New Orleans citizen. And so Ole Miss and LSU, to me, will always be important. The Tigers just add additional people. They add Alabama, they add Mississippi State, they add Florida. Eventually, there will be 12 of them every day. They're going to be one of those highlights. LSU's band down on the field, making columns coming out from the goalpost, and that's where the Tiger team will run out onto the field. Ole Miss on the far side running out on the field. Ole Miss in uncharacteristic uniforms, by the way. Normally, they've always worn like navy jerseys or powder blue jerseys, and either navy helmets or powder blue helmets. They're wearing today all plain white pants, red jerseys, but it's not even the traditional red that Ole Miss has always worn. It's just red jerseys with accent stripes on the shoulder pads and white helmets with Ole Miss insignia on the side of it. LSU with their traditional white jerseys, gold pants, gold headgear coming out on the field. You heard the crowd in the background cheering their approval. Captains will be on the sidelines waiting with the officials to go out to midfield. The Ole Miss captains on the far side are ready to go out there. LSU's captains have not yet lined up with the officials. They will be, by the way, number 11, Ollie Gay, number 18, B.J. Ojolari, number 6, Mike Jones Jr., and today's captain, number 27, Josh Williams. So the officials will take them out in just a moment. As soon as all the smoke clears, the smoke that was produced by some fireworks that were let off, very, very fitting for a game of this nature, as the officials are now bringing the captains at the sideline. They're going to start moving towards the midfield for the toss of the coin. And down there, somewhere among this crowd, is Gordy Rush, who's going to describe that for us.
How are you, Doug? It is a absolutely beautiful afternoon here in Baton Rouge, as Chris has talked about. A little wind actually blowing from the east to the west, a little bit of a crosswind down here as the captains exchange handshakes. And yeah, Doug, Rebels unconventionally red tops. They kind of look like the New England Patriots of sort here today as we listen into the ref.
Have a great ball game. Ole Miss here, the visiting team, so you'll call it. This is heads. LSU, the home team. This is tails. Call it, please. He's called tails. We're going to let it hit the ground. It is tails. You've won the toss. You're going to take the ball. You're going to kick it this way. Turn around if you would.
So Ole Miss has won the toss. They've elected to receive, and LSU's going to kick, Doug, out of the north end zone down into the south. Just one injury note, and it's not a surprise, but I had a chance to look at Dellinger, the left guard for the LSU Tigers, still has a healthy knee brace, not just out tonight. The question was whether or not they could get him back for Alabama, and I don't want to speculate, but that's 2 weeks away. I know they'd love to have him back, but he's still not dressed out. Probably the biggest news for LSU. Doug?
Okay, thanks very much, Gordy Rush. LSU is going to be receiving the kick, or LSU is going to be kicking north to south. Ole Miss won the toss. They chose to receive, and that tells you something about Lane Kiffin and what he wants to do offensively. He wants to show LSU that Ole Miss can score on him. And, of course, LSU, whether they win the toss and defer or whether they win the toss and receive, they haven't had really good luck on any kickoffs so far this season. So we'll find out and see if their luck changes for this game at least. Ole Miss on the far side, huddling up, ready to come out onto the field to begin this ball game. The officials all spread out across the field. As we mentioned, it is a gorgeous day, and we expect it's going to be that way for the remainder of this afternoon. I hope the game matches the weather. It certainly appears that it's going to be that way. Ole Miss wearing those red jerseys, white pants, white helmets. LSU in their traditional gold pants, white jerseys, and gold headgear. Lining up as we look down on the field, LSU is going to be on our left. They will be kicking off to Ole Miss. Ole Miss be receiving in the south end heading towards the north in this first quarter. So we're about ready to get it all teed up. Officials are marking the plays. Gave the ball to LSU's kicker, ready to put it on the tee, which he has done. So here to give you all the play-by-play, the voice of the Tigers, Chris Blair.
Thank you, Doug. Opening kickoff always brought to you by H&E Equipment Services, the official construction equipment partner of LSU Athletics. Nathan Dybert tees it up at the 35. Dayton Wade will be back deep for the Rebels. Our officials today, referee Jason Autry, umpire John Short, headline Judge Tad Green, Gerald Hodges in the replay booth. Boot meets ball, and we've got football here in Louisiana. Dybert takes it deep into the back of the end zone. It's a touchback, no return. And I believe there's a flag down back at the 39-yard line, although the official, I think, may have just inadvertently dropped it. So it will be a touchback, and Ole Miss, nope.
5 yards play will be added to the touchback spot. First down, Ole Miss.
So it does go against LSU, the kicking team, offsides, although our back judge that time didn't let the flag stay on the grass very long. I guess he didn't want to get any grass stain on it. He picked it up quickly, but it was a penalty on special teams, and Ole Miss will start first down and 10 at the 30.
LSU has kept their streak on kickoffs, haven't they?
So we'll see Jackson Dart. Started his career at USC, transferred over to Ole Miss. Native of Kaysville, Utah. 6'2", 220 pounds. Ole Miss ready to go. Judkins, the freshman running back, in the backfield. They'll motion a receiver right to left, and on first down, they'll screen it out near side. Got the block he needed at the 30, up across the 35. Bounced out of bounds at the 39-yard line as Jordan Watkins, the junior out of Louisville, Kentucky. That's his 20th catch of the year, and it's a first down. Nope, 9-yard gain, so it'll be second down and a yard. Ole Miss runs quickly, 20 seconds per play. They fake the toss on 2nd and 1. Dart comes out firing wide open at the 45-yard line of the Tigers again. Watkins inside the 40 and eventually put into the boundary by Baskerville, but a 24-yard gain. And again, Watkins just had the screen pass for 9 yards. That time wide open near side. 2 quick catches and Ole Miss off and running. First down and 10 now on the LSU side of the field. Dart going to keep and slip. I don't know if he wanted to slide, but he lost his footing. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost half a yard. Not much doing there. B.J. Ojulari forced him down, whether or not it was inadvertent. He went down, did not want to meet with B.J. out on the right edge. So looking at second down, we'll say 11 here. Dart in the pocket. They pick up the late blitz, throw downfield, over the shoulder catch, diving for it down around the 2, sliding to the 1-yard line is going to be Jonathan Mingo, the senior receiver out of Brandon, Mississippi. Beautiful throw by Dart, 37 yards on the play, and it's first down, goal to go now for the Rebels at the LSU 1 right out of the gate. Shotgun snap, handoff in the backfield, and a flag is out after the play as they hand it off to Judkins. He was shy of the goal line, but a flag on this near side. We'll see what it's about. Maybe Ole Miss not quite set.
I think it's called, Chris. They're going so fast they didn't get set.
Illegal formation. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So they got a little too fast for their own good. They'll back it up to the 6-yard line, but Ole Miss comes out firing here. That's one of the things about Jackson Dart. Again, this Ole Miss Rebel offense known for running the football. They lead the SEC at 271 yards per game, but Dart is a true passer, and he showed it on this drive. First down, goal to go, now back at the 6. Motion a receiver right to left. They'll give it off to Judkins up the middle. Huge hole opens up, and he will step into the end zone from 6 yards out. Judkins now with his 11th rushing touchdown of the season. And Ole Miss wastes little time taking a 6-0 lead with 13:23 remaining here in the first quarter.
Well, that was pretty fast, wasn't it? And Ole Miss showed exactly why they have the reputation that they have, and that is to run plays, one after the other before you have a chance to get set defensively.
Jonathan Cruz, the senior out of Cartersville, Georgia, trying to add one more for the Rebels. Snap is back, placement down, kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-0 Ole Miss leads. Again, quickly down the field, started at their own 30 after the penalty on the kickoff. Moved them up 5 yards. They went 5 plays, 70 yards, a minute 37, and they have a 7-0 lead. Timeout on the field. LSU able to keep up with Florida last week, step for step in that first half. They'll have the football for the first time when we come back here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
She's got a C.
Susie Solis here for carsforkids.org. Your donation to carsforkids.org can change the lives of thousands of kids in your community. Cars for Kids takes cars, trucks, and motorcycles in any condition, and the pickup is easy. What if you don't have a car? Cash donation can still make a massive impact. So choose your impact at carsforkids.org, or you can call 972-274-5437 and write off the car, not the kid.
Hi, I'm Jeff Stewart with Reliant Air Conditioning. Let's talk about AC service techs that are really just salesmen in disguise. Most companies use their service techs to sell new equipment on service calls, and the more equipment they sell, the more commission they make. But would you buy a new car from your mechanic? The fact is, the guy you're trusting to repair your system actually makes more money if he can sell you a new one. At Reliant Air Conditioning, you get a certified service technician, not a salesman. Our techs don't work on commission, and they don't sell equipment. If you need a new system, now you can combine manufacturer and utility rebates to save over $5,000 on a brand new system that can cut your electric bill in half. So call 2 other companies first, and then call Reliant Air Conditioning and see how we've been gimmick-free since '83. Our number's 877-YOUR-HERO. That's 877-YOUR-HERO or ReliantAirConditioning.com.
Reliant Air Conditioning. Call 877-YOUR-HERO.
You may have heard the phrase jack of all trades, master of none. Well, that could apply to home service companies that offer an ever-increasing multitude of services. Mr. Electric, as the name implies, provides one service, electrical. Mr. Electric employs highly trained, certified, and insured electricians to service and solve North Texas homeowners' electrical needs. Proudly doing all things electrical right at a fair price. That's Mr. Electric.
We're Mr. Electric. We have the power to make things better.
You just returned from holiday vacation and there it is, a letter from the IRS. You don't even want to open it. Hi, I'm local tax attorney Nick Namath. I have been right here in Dallas for more than 20 years helping Texans resolve their IRS issues. At the law offices of Nick Namath, we focus on helping people resolve IRS wage levies, bank levies, and even unfiled returns. Call me, Nick Namath, the DFW tax attorney, at 972-484-0829 or go to myiRSteam.com.
This is WWL. The Tigers roar. This is the LSU Sports Radio Network.
7-0 Ole Miss with the early lead. 5 plays, 70 yards, a minute 37 off the first quarter clock. LSU is set to get the football for the first time today as Cruz will see it up at the 35. Back deep for the Tigers, Noah Kane and Gregory Clayton Jr. Again, the Tigers without Jack Besh today. Had his back tightened up last week on the road in Gainesville. Not expected to see him today. Hopefully we'll be back in 2 weeks against Alabama. Here's the approach by Cruz. He'll send it back to the Tigers, spinning end over end. Fair catch called for, and backing into the end zone is Kane. He'll take a knee as well, so it will be a touchback, and LSU will start first down and 10 at their own 25. Listen up, Tiger fans. Introducing the greatest hits from the lottery. Play Hit 50 and win up to $1,000. Visit any lottery retailer, pick up Hit 50 today for your chance to win. Must be at least 21 to purchase. Jaden Daniels leads the Tigers out there last week. Phenomenal job. 23 of 32 passing, 349 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, had 14 carries for 44 yards, also rushed for 3 scores. 6 touchdowns last week for the transfer quarterback Jaden Daniels. First down at 10 at the 25. Handoff Williams. Williams, who had a big night, rushing for over 100 yards last week, able to get up near the 32-yard line, just shy of 8 yards on the carry. Good job by the offensive line as well to allow the weapons all to get in phase against the Gators last week. Ole Miss bring 4 to the line of scrimmage. 3 down linemen, 1 off the right edge. Snap back to Daniels. Sprint out. Now he'll tuck and run. Steps inside 1 defender and makes his way up to the 39. And he'll pick up the first down on a 7-yard gain. A.J. Finley, safety, the senior out of Mobile, comes up to make the tackle. First down at 10 for the Tigers at their own 40-yard line. Empty backfield. Daniels looking to throw. Comes out to Taylor on the pass. Near side at the 45. He's got it. Good coverage that time. But nice throw by Daniels. Good job by Taylor to follow it in. 5-yard gain. It'll be second down and 5 just beyond their own 45-yard line. Again, the Tigers attacking left to right on your dial. Handoff Williams looking for a seam, got a hole, and up across midfield into Ole Miss territory. Picks up the first down to the 47-yard line on a gain of 8 yards.
LSU so far matching the speed with which Ole Miss called their offense on their first possession.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right side. That's Kyron Lacey, the lone receiver to the right. Noah Kane checks in for Williams. He'll be on the right hip of Daniels. Now they'll move him to the left side. Jaden steps back into the shotgun. First down and 10 at the 47-yard line of Ole Miss. Taylor, the tight end, left of the formation. Handoff to Kane. Nope, kept by Daniels. Daniels free around the left edge. Takes a tough shot. But he's inside the 35, just shy of the 34-yard line. A 15-yard gain. Asheen Young came up and stuck him with the hit. But Daniels okay. And it will be first down and 10. The Tigers keep it moving. Fresh set of downs. It's a good fake that time. The center of the line all bit on Noah Kane, who sold that fake. And Daniels around the left end. Picks up 15 yards. First down and 10 at the 34-yard line of the Rebels. That's a bad snap. Daniels now just going to try to keep it, get what he can. Not much. Gets to the line of scrimmage before Otis Reese comes up, puts a hat on him. Reese, the senior out of Leesburg, Georgia, with his 38th tackle of the year at linebacker. Transferred to Ole Miss after 2 years in Athens with the Georgia Bulldogs. 10:49, first quarter action. Second down and 10 for the Tigers. Daniels steps back in the pocket. Plenty of time. Airs it out far side. Waiting on it is Thomas. Nearly tackled, and the flag comes out. Obvious pass interference on Ignosin. He was step for step, but at the last minute just came over with the right arm and knocked Thomas to the ground.
That's interference. Defense, number 20.
It was in the spot. Ole Miss secondary, because that pass was a touchdown getting ready to happen. This way he only gets the penalty yards. That's going to be just inside of the 20, the 19-yard line. LSU will have the first down, but that's, from Ole Miss perspective, that's a whole lot better than a touchdown.
Inside the Capital One red zone for the first time today. The Tigers scoring 84% of the time, 72% this season, coming away with touchdowns. Here's the snap to Daniels. On first down, give to Williams between left tackle inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. 5 hard yards that time for the junior Josh Williams. Set up second down and 5. Get inside the Ole Miss 15-yard line. Ole Miss likes 3 down linemen. Keep your eye on Austin Keys. He can play linebacker. He can play at the line of scrimmage. He can go back and play as a defensive back. Multi-talented, and they use him in a lot of different ways. This time 5 at the line of scrimmage. 3 down linemen. Quick fire out to Lacey, far side. Gets to the 10, hit in the leg, and steps out of bounds after he picks up the first down to the 8-yard line of Ole Miss. 6-yard gain. It'll be first down, goal to goal, just beyond the 7-yard line of the Rebels. 7-0 Ole Miss leads, but LSU knocking on the door.
LSU with that quick screen to the left, reminiscent of what Tennessee did against the Tigers a couple of weeks ago. It was successful then. LSU's was successful just now.
Working from the far side hash. Williams back in at running back. Thomas motions the receiver. He'll be an H-back left side of the formation. Give to Williams, and he'll be stood up and dropped as we had a Tiger lose their helmet. It's Miles Frazier. The left guard had his lid pop off. No gain on the play. Tremont Short's going to check in. For the one play, Frazier has to check out. So again, second down, goal to go from the Rebel 6. They give him 1 yard, so they'll mark it at the 5-yard line. Waiting for signal to play. Daniels in the shotgun. Williams on a wing to his left. Second down, goal to go from the 5. 2 receivers for the Tigers to the right, 2 to the left side. Play clock dwindling down. The Tigers look confused, and let's see if they got a timeout. Brian Kelly running down near the 10-yard line and asks for the timeout, so he'll get it to avoid the penalty here with 8:58 remaining. So a timeout on the field. Tigers inside the Capital One red zone, trailing 7-0 to Ole Miss. They'll look at second down, goal to go from inside the Rebel 6 when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every cent. You're responsible. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
No fees or minimums and no overdraft fees. Banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Slash to be in your band.
Next up for lead guitar, you're in.
Cool. Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA member FDIC.
When you're a fan, you wear your team's jersey on your back and your heart on your sleeve. After a win, your world glistens. Lose, and the hurt permeates your soul. You'll always have a place with us in the Cox Fan Zone, where everyone can play and connect with other fans in a big group hug. See, in the Fan Zone, you're not some crazy fan. You're home.
Hey, Tiger fans, say Fan Zone into your Cox voice remote to play. Not at home? Visit Cox.com/fanzone and go Tigers. Southern Air Heating and Cooling is proud to be an official sponsor of LSU Athletics. Their team of AC professionals have been serving the comfort needs of the people of Louisiana for over 25 years. Much like the fans of the Tigers, our commitment to Tiger athletics and providing great service remains as strong as ever. Southern Air Heating and Cooling. Go Tigers.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every cent. You're responsible. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
No bumper. After the timeout, LSU comes out. Second down, goal to go, just inside the Rebels 6-yard line. Trailing 7-0 to the Rebels early here in the first quarter. Daniels in the shotgun has Williams on a wing to his left. Keyshawn Booty, Brian Thomas out wide to the right side. Daniels looking right, throws towards the corner, just out of the reach of Booty in the back right corner of the end zone. Incomplete. He had the step, the throw a little too far ahead. DeAndre Prince in coverage was beaten that time by Keyshawn, but not enough touch from Daniels. It's incomplete, sets up third down, goal to go from inside the 6.
And the shame is it didn't have to be a perfect pass. It just had to be good enough in order to be a touchdown because Booty had gotten way past the defender.
One receiver wide to the left in Neighbors. This time Daniels. Pressure coming. He fires back of the end zone. Neighbors has it. They say he's wide of the boundary in the back of the end zone. Had to come off his feet to get that football and then landed outside the boundary, and it's incomplete. A needle that time sewn by Daniels right through the heart of that defense, but just not enough room, and LSU going to have to settle for a field goal try here after marching down inside the 10-yard line of the Rebels, and that's a win if you're Lane Kiffin. It'll be Damian Ramos trying to get the Tigers on the board here. Down 7-0. It'll be a 23-yarder just inside the near side, or rather far side hash. In the play clock, down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. Here's the snap. Kick on its way from Ramos, and it is good. Tigers on the board. They cut the lead 7-3 with 8:44 remaining here in the first quarter. Timeout on the field. LSU trails Ole Miss 7-3. Back to Tiger Stadium after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Mike Rogers here with a great way to help some good, smart, young people all over North Texas by donating a vehicle to carsforkids.org. Thousands of KRLD listeners have done this over the years. I've done it myself. Cars for Kids will accept cars, trucks, motorcycles in any condition. And if you don't have a car, your cash donation can make just as much of a difference. Call today at 972-274-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org and write off the car, not the kid.
This is Victor McClure, the president of McClure Capital, and for decades, the host of KRLD's Common Sense Investing Show. In appreciation to all the KRLD listeners, I want to offer you a free copy of my very first book, The Common Sense Investing Guide to Retirement. This is your definitive guide to everything retirement. I put my 30-plus years as a retirement planner into one book. If you're within 20 years of retirement or currently retired, this book is the most informative guide you'll ever own. How do you get the most out of Social Security? How to properly plan for taxes, inflation, healthcare? How to get the most out of your Medicare? How to allocate your assets before and during retirement? There is a difference. How to avoid the single biggest threat to retirement. Believe it or not, it's not inflation or taxes. Most importantly, how to guarantee you'll achieve the retirement of your dreams and to make sure it lasts for the rest of your life. Call for a free copy at 972-715-2424. That's 972-715-2424. Or go to ilovemyretirement.com.
This is WWL. Hear the Tigers roar. This is the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU goes 12 plays, 69 yards. Have to settle for a Ramos 23-yard field goal. It's Ole Miss 7, LSU 3. 8:44 remaining in the first quarter. LSU about to kick off. Chris, I'll tell you what, Ole Miss is about to get the ball. LSU's defense has to settle in, get their cleats in the ground, as Coach Kelly says, and get ready to play because Ole Miss controlled the tempo in that first possession.
Absolutely. 5 plays, 70 yards in that first possession to put Ole Miss up early, 7-0. While we have a moment, let's pause. 10-second station identification. This is Fighting Tiger Football on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
The News Talk Sports Leader. WWL New Orleans, WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Back inside the Caesar Sportsbook broadcast booth here at Tiger Stadium. 7-3 our score. Ole Miss back to the football. Second possession of the afternoon. Jackson Dart in the shotgun. From the 25 on first down, comes out firing again, wide open, caught at the 40-yard line, across the 45 into Tiger territory. First catch of the day for Malik Heath, the senior out of Jackson, Mississippi. And again, they just found the open grass. Dart throws a dart. Heath picks up the first down on 28 yards, and quickly Ole Miss in LSU territory. Dart again looking to throw, this time on the slant. Going to be broken up on the tip drill. I believe it's intercepted. Looks like Greg Brooks cradled the football down on the 36-yard line and takes it away. They were looking for Mingo. There's a flag down at about the 42, so hold the phone. We'll see what it's all about. It looked like it was tipped by Garner.
Pass interference, defense. The ball was placed on the foul.
Chris, they're going to call Jay Ward. They thought he got on his back just a tad early. It was tight coverage there that, of course, caused the ball to be intercepted, but they're going to hit number 5 on that one.
Yeah, it was Jay Ward on coverage who just came over the top, deflected it, took it away from Mingo, and then on the tip drill, Greg Brooks able to get under it, but all for naught. Ole Miss will keep the football. First down at 10. Move it to the 41-yard line of the Tigers. Dart gonna keep. Come around the left side. Now cut back to his right. Still upright. Takes a shot at the 35. Planted into the grass. Jay Ward delivers a punishing blow, but Dart pops up. He's all right, but a gain of 6 yards for the Ole Miss quarterback. He comes into the game with 371 yards rushing on the year. Second down and 4 after the gain of 6. Ball at the 35-yard line of the Tigers. LSU defense got to stiffen up here. Ole Miss making things look easy at the moment. Watkins motions left to right. He'll get the screen pass right side. Goes outside the numbers and will step out of bounds. There's a late flag as he got to about the 26-yard line. Now, a couple of flags come out late. Let's see if there's a hold trying to set up that block on the edge on the screen.
That pretty much has to be a hold against Ole Miss.
There's the run, holding, offense, number 1. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Boy, they got to work on the sound with that ref mic. But we did make most of it out. Holding against Jonathan Mingo. Trying to give some room for Watkins. And make it 2nd down and 11. They'll move the ball back to the 42-yard line. Hash mark far side. 7 minutes, 30 seconds remain. First quarter action, 7-3. Ole Miss leading. They have the football. 2 receivers wide side of the field. Dart stands in the pocket, now flushed out to his right. He's got a lot of green grass. He's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Oh, they're going to say the 34. I'm not sure that's the right spot. Nonetheless, did pick up the first down, but it makes it 3rd and manageable here. About 3rd and 4 upcoming. Ole Miss leading the SEC at 55% conversion rate on the year. They hand it off and inside the 30 with the first down is Quinshawn Judkins, the freshman out of Pike Road, Alabama. Picks up the first down, and Ole Miss will keep it moving here as we roll under 7 minutes remaining first quarter. Get Ole Miss ready to go. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, short side of the field. Dart looking to throw, and it's going to be incomplete, but a flag coming out. That's going to go against Jay Ward again. Nearly tackled Jordan Watkins, who I believe when he made the cut at the 25, kind of put on the brakes. Ward couldn't put on the brakes and runs right over it.
That's interference. Defense, number 5. With an automatic first down.
One of the things I noticed earlier today, the public address speakers here at Tiger Stadium are on 11. A little louder than normal, and that's why you're picking up that screeching feedback from the official's mic. First down and 10 after the infraction. Now inside the 25-yard line are the Rebels. Mark it at the 22. So far, 125 yards total offense for the Rebels today. 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left side, single back with Jackson Dart. Dart puts it in the belly of Judkins, running downhill to his left inside the 20, stopped and pulled down at the 16-yard line. Looks like Greg Penn made the stop. They'll move it to the left hash mark. Again, they're ready to go. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Dart pulls, throws. Oh, deflected in the air. Should have been picked off, but it'll fall harmlessly to the grass. In the hands of Greg Penn Jr. He couldn't hold on. And then Micah Baskerville tried to get it along with Sage Ryan. They could not. And so Ole Miss lives for another down. It'll be 3rd down and 4 at the 16-yard line. Ole Miss bringing in substitutions. Ware will check out. He checks back in. They look a little confused here trying to line up. Now Dart will step into the pistol. He's got Judkins behind him in the formation. 3rd down and 6. Judkins gets the carry. Stops it around the 14-yard line. He'll be short of the first down by a couple of yards. Only a 2-yard gain. And we'll see what Lane Kiffin decides to do here. Inside the red zone, leading 7-3. They're just going to line it up. Ole Miss 58%, 7 of 12 on 4th downs this season. Dart. Play action, stands, scans, fires towards the end zone, incomplete. There's a flag down at the 6-yard line. Oh, boy. Casey Kelly, the tight end, was the intended receiver, and it looks like it's going against LSU.
Yeah, they snuck Kelly was a tight end on the wide side of the field across, and Ojibwari was responsible for him in coverage and reacted back, and when he hit him, he grabbed him, and they were both stumbling and caused Kelly actually to miss that ball. So, unfortunately, that's the correct call.
Can't give them extra opportunities. Looked like a 4th down incompletion on the penalty. It's 1st down goal to go at the 7. Judkins gets the carry left side and finds his way down near the 3-yard line. Taking a look at this officiating crew. Again, the crew chief, Jason Autry. They love pass interference calls. They've got a number on the year. But again, as Gordy said, easy to call on a couple here today. Second down, goal to go at the 3 of LSU. High snap. Dart hands it off. Judkins just powers his way into the end zone between left tackle. A gain of 3 and another 6 on the board for Ole Miss. They extend the lead 13-3. Again, too easy. LSU's defense a little better in that second possession, but again, the penalties keep Ole Miss rolling down the field. Eventually, they find pay dirt.
LSU made some good plays defensively, but some of the good plays that they made also carried with them a penalty because of the fact that they had to commit the penalty for it to have been a good play. That will not work against a team like Ole Miss.
Jonathan Cruz back out there to add one more, and we've got play halted. And that'll bring out plenty of boos here at Tiger Stadium. We'll get a word from Jason Autry.
The game clock is running. It should have been stopped. Please look at the game clock is 6:01. 6:01.
So they'll move the game clock back to 6:01. You're welcome. Ole Miss trying to add one more. Again, a high efficient offense for Lane Kiffin. Defense comes away stopping LSU inside the red zone, settling for a field goal. In fact, this Ole Miss defense, they're susceptible in the red zone for giving up touchdowns, but not in the Tigers' opening drive. Cruz puts it up, and it is good. Ole Miss, this time, 10 plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes, 50 seconds off the first quarter clock, and they extend the lead 14-3. We got a timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here. And Gordy Rush, you talked about it. Defense had to put their cleats in the ground, and that's got to frustrate Brian Kelly and this coaching staff, including Matt House. As Doug said, they made some plays, but they kept Ole Miss in it with some ill-timed penalties.
Yeah, you can't do that. The 2 on Jay Ward, and then down here, Ojibari just got caught by surprise. And look, it was a great play. It was a misdirection play. He wasn't expecting it. He grabbed the tight end from the cross. The big surprise, Chris and Doug, has been Ole Miss has come out and thrown the football. Last week against Auburn, they spread the field, and the majority of their running, way above 70% of the stats were rushing yards. They ran the football so well. People forget Dart, dual threat quarterback at SC. They were really impressed with him from the pocket throwing the football. So he can do both, and he's put on a show so far in the first quarter today.
And he has been extremely accurate. Either he's going to be accurate and complete the pass, or he's going to be accurate because there's pass interference committed by LSU, or there's defensive holding committed by LSU. But Ole Miss is getting the best of each one of those battles so far offensively when they have the football, and consequently they're ahead 14-3. And what's difficult for LSU is that when you're playing a team like Ole Miss that's runs such a tempo offense and scores a lot of points, it is hard to catch up with them because they continue to score, and even if you score with them, you're now 11 points behind.
Fans Capital One offering checking and savings accounts with no fees or minimums. What's in your wallet? Speaking of Jackson Dart and his passing ability, 5 of 6 so far, 101 yards. Again, Ole Miss also getting it done on the ground when they need to. So far, 38 yards on the ground, a total of 139. And I mentioned that Ole Miss defense, again, much improved. They got better last year, but even better this year, at least statistically. But the red zone defense allowing opponents to get touchdowns 79% of the time. Now, LSU had to settle for a field goal last time in their opening drive. They're only giving up the Rebels 17 points per game on the season. LSU had an offensive outpouring last week in the 45-35 win over Florida. They're going to need that again today. And so far, LSU's defense unable to find a way to stop this Ole Miss offense.
And LSU was their own worst enemy down there on the goal line. They had one pass that was not complete because it was just a little too long. The other was out of bounds.
End over end kick from Cruz down around the 1 yard line near side, going to be taken by Kane. He'll come up the near side of the field, up across the 25 to 30, and eventually makes his way up near the 34 yard line. Great return by Noah Kane, handling kickoff duties today with Jack Besh in street clothes and warm-ups down there on the sideline. And so LSU will start first down and 10 from about the 34-yard line with 5:55 remaining here in the first quarter. We'll see Armani Goodwin check in for the first time since being injured, that hamstring injury several weeks back in the win over New Mexico. But he's in there. Good to see. Left side of the shotgun formation to Daniels. Here's the first down snap. Quick screen and off the mark to Booty. Too wide. Kayshawn couldn't get to it. Daniels got to settle down a little bit. Couple of throws to Booty early, just off the mark. It'll be second down and 10 after 34.
And all it takes is one mistake offensively like that one on first down, and you put yourself behind the chains. Second and 10, but now you let Ole Miss dictate what you have to do.
Lacey wide to the right. Trip receivers, including the tight end Taylor to the left side, the wide side of the field. Daniels all day in the pocket, standing, looking left, looking right. Now we'll drop it off underneath to Williams, near side at the 35. Flag is out as he's put down at the 39, and the flag came down back behind the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense, number 97.
Good call, Chris. It was a late hit on Daniels. Defensive end came late, 97 for Ole Miss, and then went low on Daniels. That was an easy call.
Jamon Gordon, the junior out of Meridian, the guilty party again. Yeah, no question. Watching the replay there, that's another easy one for these officials to make. So it will give the Tigers a fresh set of downs and move the ball into Ole Miss territory now to the 46-yard line, just inside the near side hash. Daniels working out there with Goodwin. Two receivers wide side of the field to the left. Now he'll move Goodwin from right hip to left hip. Here's the snap. Toss to Goodwin. Got blockers in front. Inside the 40, 35 to 30. Spot down. Looked like they got his face mask as he slung down near the 26-yard line. Don't see a flag, but a 19-yard gain. Welcome back, Armani Goodwin. First down and 10. Mark it at the 26, just inside, rather, the 27-yard line. Two receivers right, one to the left. Trying to run some tempo here once again. Daniels going to keep. Daniels in trouble trying to spread it near side, and will have to step out of bounds after stepping inside the 25. Gets it just shy of the 24, maybe a gain of 3. Makes something out of nothing that time. And it will be second down and 7 for LSU. Down 14-3. 4:45 remaining first quarter. Substitutions by the Tigers, substitutions by the Rebels. They'll change a couple up front. J.J. Pegues, the transfer from Auburn, checks in. He'll be over the nose here for Ole Miss. Second down and 7. Daniels, pump fake to his left. Late pressure comes, and he's tripped up. Tried to step to his right and just slipped. Johnson brought the pressure. Cedric Johnson, the junior out of Mobile, came through virtually untouched. Daniels tried to slide to his right. Not sure if Johnson got a piece of the ankle or Daniels just didn't have his cleats too deep in the grass. He slips up, and the Tigers lose yardage. Loss of 6 on the play. Looking now at 3rd and 13. 3 receivers wide to the left side. Malik Neighbors, lone receiver to the right. Snap back to Daniels. Design quarterback draw off the left side. Daniels cuts back to his right. Gets hit, stood up, and makes his way to the 25-yard line after picking up 5 yards, but will be well shy of the first down. Brian Kelly mulling it over and decides now to bring on the field goal unit. We'll see Damian Ramos, who again last week had a career-long 47 yards for the freshman out of Baltimore. Just eyeballing it quickly, looks like we're looking at a 43-yarder, maybe 42-yarder. Bramlett, the holder, will be between the 42 and 43-yard line, or 32 and 33-yard line. So Ramos sets back. Ball middle of the field. Snap is back from Slade Roy. Placement is down. Kick is up, has the distance, and the kick is no good. Missed it left from 42 yards out. And Ole Miss's defense holds again. This time, no points for the Tigers. And the score remains 14-3 Rebels.
That ball was on the right hash, and he hit it right down the hash. It stayed right at the crossbar the whole way. That's a tough miss there. Moving up and down the field, the same pace they are. You can't trade You can't trade field goals for touchdowns, and when you get a field goal attempt, you got to make it. Now, Tigers got to get a stop defensively. I'll tell you this, guys. How about you? This is a fast pace both ways. No way they're keeping this up for 4 quarters. At some point, this has got to slow down a little bit, and hopefully LSU defensively, when it happens, can again get their cleats in and react a little bit better and settle down and play good defensive football.
Harold Perkins Jr. playing near the line of scrimmage. The handoff. Judkins gets free on the right edge, eventually met at the 30 by Wes Weeks, who stops him there for a gain of 5. We'll set up 2nd down and 5. And again, Judkins, the freshman out of Pike Road, Alabama, came in with 720 yards so far. Certainly a candidate for one of the top freshmen in the league. As this time the handoff gets a yard. That's it to the 31 off the right side before Joe Fouché, senior out of New Orleans, makes the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and about 5. Ole Miss 1 for 2 on 3rd downs. Dart in the shotgun, twin backs, 1 to each side. Dart in the pocket, gets tight, now steps up. On the run, throws near side, low throw, going to be handled at the 33, up across the 35, up to the 39-yard line is Jordan Watkins. A gain of 8 yards, and Watkins now with his 4th catch of the day, picks up the 1st down for Ole Miss. Dart ready to move quickly. Snap on 1st down. Quick fire into the flat, wide open. Tigers playing soft coverage, and up the far sideline, Malik Heath picks up the 1st down and then some on a gain of 16 yards. Way too easy.
Dart comes to the line of scrimmage. He sees that single coverage out there. Nobody supporting at the corner spot. Makes the pass reception, and then a nice run for 1st down at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Heath had 6 yards before Richardson, the cornerback, came up to make a play. 1st down and 10 at the 46. Dart slings it across the middle. Catch going to be made at the 25, inside the 20. Down near the 16-yard line, Malik Heath again. Senior receiver came in with 23 catches. Heath now with his 4th catch of the day. And once again, Ole Miss quickly inside the red zone, leading 14-3. LSU's defense, all kinds of trouble early. Handoff, not much doing. Maybe to the line of scrimmage. That is all on the carry by Judkins. LSU able to get their arms around him and bring him down quickly. We'll see Ali Gay check back in. Bernard Converse checks in for Richardson out at the cornerback spot. With Ali Gay checking in. Harold Perkins Jr. will check out to the near sideline. 2nd down. They gave him a yard. 2nd and 9. Ball at the 17-yard line of LSU. Dart. Pistol formation, shotgun snap, and the throw into the flat. Again, wide open receiver. Hauling it in, Jonathan Mingo picks up 4 yards. Stays in bounds as he's brought down. Only 26 seconds remain here in the 1st quarter. Ole Miss just wearing this LSU defense out here in the 1st quarter. Already 200 yards offense for the Rebels in the 1st quarter. Enough said. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Ulysses Bentley, the 4th, junior out of Houston, checks in at running back for the 1st time today. Dart on the keeper, goes nowhere. He'll be crunched down at the 14-yard line. Ali Gay leading the charge defensively. That'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. So, that'll be the end of 1 quarter of play here at Tiger Stadium. Ole Miss making a statement early. They lead your Fighting Tigers 14-3. Ole Miss will have a decision to make on 4th down and 6 when 2nd quarter action resumes in just a moment on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Check out Albertsons For You in our mobile app, where you can shop for groceries and save weekly with digital coupons all in one place. With Albertsons For You, you can earn rewards points every time you shop and redeem them for free groceries. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or go to albertsons.com to sign up. Albertsons, fresh food, local flavors.
Welcome back to our podcast here in the bayous of Louisiana. We are looking for the exclusive multiplayer games from the lottery with Louisiana's very first $20 scratch-off and a top prize of $500,000. Wait a tick. We found it. Hold on. What's that sound? I think I'll get a closer look. Wait!
Hey, that's the Explorer. He found the multiplier games.
Thank you, everyone.
Try all 5 multiplier games. You can win up to $500,000. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
Hey, everybody, let's have some fun. The time is right, the party's just begun. Have a good time, roll.
Ford F-Series has been keeping the good times rolling as the best-selling truck in America 44 years straight. And with the smartest F-150 and most capable Super Duty ever built, this dynasty will keep right on rolling. Drive the new 2021 F-150 at your Southern Quality Ford dealer, proud partner of the LSU Tigers. Based on 1977 through 2020 calendar year sales.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure Jim. Jim.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
Second quarter action, presented by Dudley DeBosier, continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
15 minutes of action in the books here at Tiger Stadium. Ole Miss, number 7 in the land, leading 14-3 over your Fighting Tigers. Taking a look at the first half stats presented by Hancock Whitney. Ole Miss, 200 yards total offense on the nose there in the first quarter of action. 156 of that through the air. As we mentioned, Lane Kiffin going to the air early in today's game. 44 yards for the Rebels on the ground. They've had the football so far for 7 minutes and 14 seconds. LSU put together a couple of nice drives, but only 3 points to show for it. 80 yards total offense, 63 of that on the ground, 17 through the air. Tigers have had to put football 7 minutes and 46 seconds. In LSU, for the third straight conference home game, find themselves down. Not really able to utilize Tiger Stadium and get them going early. After the end of the first quarter on 4th down and 6, it appears we'll see Jonathan Cruz come out, try for the 32-yard field goal, hash mark near side, kicking towards the south end zone. Cruz on the year, 7 for 6 on field goals, has a long of 53. 4 years at Charlotte before transferring to Oxford. Here's the kick. Plenty of leg. Kick is up, and the kick is good. That'll extend the lead for Ole Miss now. 17-3. As I mentioned, LSU down early in conference play here at home. And the 4th week in a row, they've given up a touchdown in the opening possession to their opponent. So they're playing from behind. This has been a second half team. Got the win at home over Mississippi State after being down 13-0. Down 17-0 on the road at Auburn. Came back to win that one. Not the story against Tennessee. Got down 20-0 in that contest. But Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin not fooling around here. They arrived from Oxford ready to go. That was a 9-play drive spanning 61 yards. Nearly 3 minutes off the clock. And again, the field goal from 32 yards out. Good by Jonathan Cruz. 17-3. LSU set to receive the ensuing kickoff.
And of course, Chris, what's obvious is that Ole Miss is getting their yardage in big chunks, whereas LSU, whatever success they've had offensively, has come in smaller chunks and resulted only in a total of 3 points, whereas Ole Miss has 17 to this point, 1 play into the second quarter.
Here's the approach by Cruz. Again, end over end kick. Back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and LSU will set up shop. First down and 10 at their own 25. Fans, Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be LSU's championship health partner. Together, LSU and Our Lady of the Lake creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare research and education. Together, LSU and Our Lady of the Lake, champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU. Tigers come out, third possession of the ball game. In 80 yards total offense. Jaden Daniels, 3 of 6 passing, just 17 yards thus far. First and 10, they'll have trip receivers right. Here comes a corner blitz, picked up, screen pass, far side to Neighbors. Neighbors steps inside a defender at the 30, up across the 35, still up right at the 40, falls forward near the 42-yard line. First down and 10 for LSU. 33rd catch of the year for Neighbors on a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Moving up to the 42-yard line of the Tigers. Ball middle of the field. They'll send Thomas out wide to the right. Booty in the slot to the right side. Neighbors now the lone receiver to the left. Daniels working with Goodwin in the backfield. Calls for the first down snap. Has it. Gives to Goodwin. Goodwin puts his head down, lowers his shoulders, crosses the 45, carries some Rebels up near the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 for Armani Goodwin. Getting back in the lineup after being injured several weeks ago in the win over New Mexico. Pretty significant hamstring injury. Coach Kelly talked this week about really an incredible procedure and surgery, and somehow he is back ready to go here in week number 8. Second down and 5. Tigers scrimmaging on the Tiger Eye at the center of legendary Tiger Stadium. Empty backfield for Daniels. 4-man rush, forced out of the pocket to his right. On the run, stops, fakes, now throws, waiting for it. Caught at the 35-yard line of the Rebels. Goes to Nick Storrs. Storrs checks in at tight end. Comes back, bails out his quarterback. Now there's a flag down far side at the 47 behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to huddle up, are the officials here. Not sure if they're looking as to where Daniels delivered that football.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense, number 66. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat, second down.
Will Campbell, this week's co-SEC Offensive Lineman of the Week. Got too far downfield, negates a big play. And we'll back up LSU to their own 42-yard line here.
Well, the good scramble by the quarterback that time resulted in the penalty because he kind of caused it. Not on purpose, but it happened.
Fifth penalty of the day against LSU. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Again, plenty of time in the pocket. Surveys the field, drops it out in the flat to Williams. Back into Ole Miss territory to the 48-yard line. He'll pick up the first down on a gain of 16 yards, on 11 yards rather. The Tigers able to pick up the first down, get back on the Rebels side of the field here. Opening moments of the second quarter. A lot of work to do, down 17-3 here at home to Ole Miss. Two receivers right, one to the left side. That's Kyron Lacey back in there. Transfer from ULL. Daniels gets the snap, pulls, going right side. Got a lead block, cuts back to his left, inside the 40, and lunges forward inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. First down pickup on a 14-yard gain. Excellent play call that time, and an excellent job of carrying out the fake. And then some great lead blocking allowed Daniels to pick up the first down.
And that's getting yardage in chunks. And now the last part of that equation is to get points out of it.
Trip receivers left, two to the right. Empty backfield for Daniels here. First down and 10 from the Ole Miss 34. Again, offensive line holds. He'll air it out. Left side, jump ball. Coming back for it at the 2-yard line. DeRay Jenkins slipped through two Ole Miss defenders. Touchdown, Fighting Tigers. 34-yard touchdown reception. That was a wobbly pass coming out of the hands of Jaden Daniels. Had lots of air under it. Looked down near the goal line. There were two Rebels chomping at the bit to get their hands on it, but DeRay Jenkins snuck right between the two of them. Looky what I found. Goes into the end zone of the Tigers with their first touchdown of the day.
An outstanding play by DeRay Jenkins, too, because there were two defenders enclosing on the ball, and Jenkins ran right between the two of them to come back to get the ball before it got to them and stepped in for the score.
Point after attempt is up by Ramos, and it is good. It's now 17-10. The Ole Miss lead cut to 7. LSU, 5 plays spanning 75 yards, 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Climb right back in this one. 17-10 Ole Miss leads. We'll return to Tiger Stadium in a moment on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Mike Rogers here with a great way to help some good, smart, young people all over North Texas by donating a vehicle to carsforkids.org. Thousands of KRLD listeners have done this over the years. I've done it myself. Cars for Kids will accept cars, trucks, motorcycles in any condition. And if you don't have a car, your cash donation can make just as much of a difference. Call today at 972-274-KID or go to carsforkids.org and write off the car, not the kid.
Hi, my name is Jim, and I have low C. There, I said it. I started losing energy and becoming moody. Next, it was my marriage. With my low C, I just couldn't turn up the heat in the bedroom anymore. You see, low C is low comfort, and it's caused by worn-out heating and air conditioning systems. That's when a friend told me about the comfort maintenance program from Reliant Air Conditioning. I had an honest conversation with my service tech, and it turns out all I needed was a Freon supplement and new filters. Now, my C level is back to normal.
In a clinical study, Reliant Air Conditioning restored C levels back to normal in under 2 hours. Discontinue your low C treatment if your home is so comfortable that in-laws demonstrate tendencies to stay on a permanent basis. Common side effects include extreme comfort, reduced energy loss, and a very satisfied wife. To get your comfort level checked, call Reliant Air Conditioning at 877-YOUR-HERO. That's 877-YOUR-HERO. Or go to ReliantAirConditioning.com. Get your comfort checked and turn the heat back up.
This is WWL. Quarter action, presented by Dudley DeBosier, continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
You will be forever.
Tigers cut the lead of the Rebels 17-10. 34-yard touchdown pass. Jaden Daniels finds Jeray Jenkins. 11th passing touchdown for Daniels on the air. Jeray Jenkins leads the way in this receiver corps. He's got 5 scores. LSU with their first touchdown coming at the 12-11 mark. They'll kick it back to Ole Miss. Maybe now, Doug, the defense will take the cue from the offense. They found the end zone. Now the LSU defense needs to stop in a bad way.
It is going to be difficult, though, because Ole Miss is kind of taking advantage of what LSU gives them. Tigers giving one defense, Ole Miss will take advantage. Tigers getting another defense, Ole Miss takes advantage in a different way. And they've been very good so far this entire game.
Divert puts it deep in the end zone for another touchback. Came into this season. Eventually named the kickoff specialist for Coach Brian Kelly. And Ole Miss will start first down and 10 at their own 25. Fans Toyota's national sales event is going on. Just visit your local Toyota dealer. Check out the Ready for Anything Toyota Tundra. How Tigers Go Tailgate. Toyota, proud partner of LSU Athletics. Here comes Jackson Dart and those Rebels. Again, 200 yards total offense in that first quarter. LSU got to find a way to slow them down. They've done it through the air so far today. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left side, single back with Dart. 3 steps in the pocket. Delivers the football and broke up at the 37-yard line. He was looking for Watkins. Again, LSU had a chance, got a hand on it that time. Fouché was able to get his hand on it, knock it free. Again, it went flying in the air. No chance to get under it, but nonetheless, he'll take the incompletion. Second down and 10 from the 25. Same formation, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, single back. Judkins now will leak out. Dart throws down the middle of the field, got a man wide open, but overthrows him down at the 35 of LSU. Jonathan Mingo got loose. Track meet right down the center. Greg Brooks could not keep up with him. It was in coverage, the safety, but luckily Dart overthrows the pass. It'll be 3rd down and 10 from the 25, and LSU's fans got to get behind this defense. Ole Miss 2 for 4 in the afternoon. On 3rd downs, again coming in at 55%, leading the SEC. Again, 4 wide, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Judkins back there with Dart. Design draw. Dart up the middle, hit, and going to be short at about the 34-yard line. Short by about 1.5 yards, and I believe he's slow to get up. He went down hard as Jackson Dart now on his back. Wincing in pain. Now the trainer's coming out from that far sideline. Again, not surprised if Lane Kiffin with Dart healthy would think about going for it here, but They're going to take a look at the QB1 for Ole Miss.
And this is the type of play that is dangerous for quarterbacks who run a lot. And that goes for LSU also. It's so easy to get injured out in the open field, particularly once you start up with a head of steam and you have other people coming to tackle you in the open field going full speed.
Jaquelin Roy made the tackle, and that's 6'4", 315, falling on 6'2", 220. So a timeout is on the field. Dart is up and making his way to the far sideline, but it will be 4th down, and we'll say 2 when we come back. Timeout on the field. 17-10 Ole Miss leads. Back to Tiger Stadium after these words.
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for help. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of LSU Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
No matter which road you take, the Toyota Tundra is the perfect way to navigate it. You may find yourself in some pretty remote places.
That view is amazing.
Or in places where pastimes become stories that become legends.
I got one. It's a keeper.
And each day ends watching a star-filled sky.
Whoa.
Built to follow your path, the Toyota Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Visit your local Toyota dealer to check out the Toyota Tundra. Now Tigers, go tailgate. Toyota, proud partner of LSU Athletics. Packages and options at Toyota.com for feature availability.
Second quarter action, presented by Dudley DeBosier, continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
11:43 remaining here in the first half. Ole Miss leading your Fighting Tigers 17-10. Ole Miss, though, sending out the punt unit here, looking at 4th down and 2 from their own 34-yard line. Jackson Dart on the quarterback draw, tackled by Jaquelin Roy. Got up a little gimpy, did make his way over to the far sideline, did not go into a tent, just had a seat. They decide now to bring out Fraser Mason, the junior out of Brisbane, Australia, and appear to plan to punt it away. He'll stand at the 20-yard line. Greg Clayton Jr. for LSU down at the 19 of the Tigers. Mason waiting. Here's the snap. Straight ahead punt. Spiraling kick. Coming up for it is Clayton. Calls for the fair catch. He'll have it. Bobbled it, but holds on at the 22-yard line. And the crowd applauding the catch on the punt return by Clayton after a 44-yard punt. So the Tigers take over, and Doug, they got the defensive stop we called for. And now the offense coming off that great drive of 9 plays, 61 yards, and the touchdown to Jenkins with a chance to tie this game up here with plenty of time left in the second quarter.
And the crowd acknowledges the reason to celebrate catching a punt.
LSU lines them up. 2 receivers right, Thomas out wide, Booty in the slot, Neighbors the lone receiver to the left side of the formation. Good one in at running back. Now he'll exit at the snap, throw out to Taylor in the flat near side at the 25. The tight end racing up the near sideline. 45 across midfield into Ole Miss territory, down around the 40-yard line. The 38-yard reception to Mason Taylor, the freshman out of Plantation, Florida. 1st and 10 now at the Ole Miss 40. Taylor's got great hands that time, showing some hops down the near sideline. Shotgun snap to Daniels on 1st down. Again, plenty of time across the middle. Bootsy's got it at the 35. Spins away from a defender. Gets down to the 33-yard line on a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for LSU.
Nice job by Daniels going through his progression. It was all on his left side. The first 2 options weren't there. He came back to his 3rd option, Boucher, and the curl hit him, moved the chain. So actually 2nd and 3, call it.
Near side hash. Daniels, shotgun snap. Gives it to Goodwin. Looks for a hole and goes on the right edge. Gets to the 30 and looks like he's got enough on the spot for the first down just inside the Ole Miss 30-yard line. It will be first down and 10. Nope. Wow. Yeah, it's going to be. The spot was at nearly the 29. Not sure what the chain crew was looking at, but they were waiting for official word. Inside the 30-yard line, LSU with the ball middle of the field, down 17-10. Plenty of time, 10 minutes, 11 seconds, clock moving second quarter. We'll see Josh Williams check back in at running back. Neighbors wide to the left, Muti in the slot, Thomas out wide to the right side. Mason Taylor, the tight end, lines up left of the formation. Snap back to Daniels. Late pressure comes. He feels it. Steps up in the pocket, now looking for an escape valve, and he'll fall forward and lost a yard. Back at the 31, Cedric Johnson brought the pressure. Daniels felt it, but had nowhere to go with it. Pocket too tight, could not escape. It'll be second down and 11 at the 31. Three receivers now line up to the left side. That's Thomas, Muti, and Kyron Lacey. Ball middle of the field. Williams in at running back. He'll release. Before the snap, he lines up out wide. Empty backfield. Daniels by his lonesome. Here's the snap. Fakes the screen to the near side. He'll keep it and run inside the 25. Tripped up, falls down around the 23-yard line. And a late flag. This one looks to be going against the Rebels. Now they throw an extra flag for good measure.
I'll tell you what, it'd be interesting if we don't get a targeting call here because Daniels slid down. It was a late hit, and I thought he led with was it number 20 here or trying to get 28 for Ole Miss. If he led with the head, Brown, the cornerback.
Yeah, Markevius Brown as Daniels goes down, and again, they collide just as Daniels, again, who was tripped up. It's one of those that, again, yes, did helmets hit? Yes. Was it the top of the helmet for Brown? Yes. But did he know Daniels was going to be on the ground when he made the initial surge? That's the question, but we'll hear.
Personal foul, targeting, defense. The previous players under video review.
So as all targeting calls will go to collaborative replay, they'll work with Gerald Hodges, who's the replay official here at Tiger Stadium. They'll be taking a look at it frame by frame, as we were told by Brian Kelly Thursday night, to see whether or not targeting will stand and Markevius Brown will be done for the day. So we have our first official review, as always, brought to you by Acme Oyster House, as our crew chief Jason Autry now will put on the headset and stare into the small screen down around the 16-yard line.
Chris, was it Brooks that had a similar call the last 2 weeks? I think that got waved off for LSU. This reminds me of that. I don't think that it's targeting because Daniels fell, and to me, Brown was reacting to him, didn't realize he was falling, and tried to get his right shoulder and moved his head even to the right. I think the two are similar. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you. Watching the close-up replay here in our booth, it appears that once Brown realized that Daniels was tripped up and going down, he turned his helmet, and they caught side helmet. Now we'll get the call.
After video review, there is no foul for targeting. The result of play is third down.
Good call.
Yeah. I know Tiger fans won't like it, completely understand that, but after watching the replay, no malintent that time from Markevius Brown, and he should not be penalized for that. So it will be third down here for LSU inside the Ole Miss 25. Looks like third down and 3 here. 17-10, Ole Miss leading by a score. LSU forces the first punt of the day and now have driven down inside the 25-yard line. LSU 0 for 2 on third down so far today. Come in at 48% for the season. Last week, sensational, 67% of the win over Florida. 2 receivers left. Lone receiver to the right. Williams, the running back. Taylor now will move. Line up left of the formation. Daniels gets the snap. Wants to throw. Does so. Bootie's got it 17-yard line, far side, inside the 10, inside the 5, out of bounds, and he picks up the first down. First down, goal to go for the Fighting Tigers on a 19-yard reception for Keyshawn Bootie.
It's a little simple mesh route. Ole Miss is playing man-to-man. They're crossing receivers in the middle of the football. Boutte shook free and ran it down to the 2-yard line. He's actually gimpy. He's coming off the field. They're going to put Lacey in for him there as the Tigers set up 1st and 3.
Yeah, Trey Washington eventually got him out of bounds. He came up a little gimpy. It'll be first down, goal to go. Ball inside the 4-yard line of the Rebels. Shotgun snap, Daniels. He's going to keep left side into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Tigers. 3-yard touchdown run for Jaden Daniels off the left edge. 7th rushing touchdown, which ties an LSU record for a quarterback rushing touchdowns in a single season.
And a very good fake by Daniels to a running back going to the right side. Ole Miss kind of fell for it, made good tackle over there, and Daniels kept the ball for the score.
Daniels broke through that arm tackle and just powered his way in. Ramos on, trying to tie this game up with 8:20 to go in the second quarter. Slade Roy to snap it back. Does so. Bramblett places it down. Ramos swings the leg, and it is good. We are tied 17-all here at Tiger Stadium. Ole Miss 17, LSU 17 after a 7-play, 78-yard drive. 3 minutes and 2 seconds off the second quarter clock. Timeout on the field. We'll return to Tiger Stadium in a moment. Knotted up at 17 apiece on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Susie Solis here for carsforkids.org. Your donation to carsforkids.org can change the lives of thousands of kids in your community. Cars for Kids takes cars, trucks, and motorcycles in any condition, and the pickup is easy. Well, what if you don't have a car? A cash donation can still make a massive impact. So choose your impact at carsforkids.org, or you can call 972-274-5437 and write off the car, not the kid.
This is Victor McClure, the president of McClure Capital, and for decades, the host of KRLD's Common Sense Investing Show. In appreciation to all the KRLD listeners, I want to offer you a free copy of my very first book, The Common Sense Investing Guide to Retirement. This is your definitive guide to everything retirement. I put my 30-plus years as a retirement planner into one book. If you're within 20 years of retirement or currently retired, this book is the most informative guide you'll ever own. How do you get the most out of Social Security? How to properly plan for taxes, inflation, healthcare. How to get the most out of your Medicare. How to allocate your assets before and during retirement. There is a difference. How to avoid the single biggest threat to retirement. Believe it or not, it's not inflation or taxes. Most importantly, how to guarantee you'll achieve the retirement of your dreams and to make sure it lasts for the rest of your life. Call for a free copy at 972-715-2424. That's 972-715-2424. Or go to ilovemyretirement.com.
This is WWL. Dudley DeVosier continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
40 Ross with a Sunshine Sideline Report as LSU goes 7 plays, 78 yards, and 3 minutes and 2 seconds. It's Jaden Daniels from 3 yards out to even things up. 17-17, LSU and Ole Miss. 8:20 remaining in the second quarter. Chris, I was taking a look at Jackson Dart warming up. He looks good. Roy Silva just, I think, fell on him, and he had the wind knocked out of him at the end of that last series before Ole Miss punted. So Dart will be back in there for the Rebels.
Nathan Dybert for LSU. Tees it up at the 35. Here's the approach and the kick. Booming kick out of the back of the end zone. Another touchback. Ole Miss will start first down and 10 at the 25. As Cordy told you, we expect to see Jackson Dart back out there. He has been the leader on this team offensively. The backup, Luke Altmaier, has seen action but only 3 games. And again, this is the first true road test for Ole Miss. They got a big win over Georgia Tech in a nearly empty Bobby Dodd Stadium in week 3. And then clobbered Vanderbilt at First Bank Stadium. Don't need to tell you much there. Different atmosphere here at Tiger Stadium. And now we got a tie game. 8:20 to go before halftime. Still lots of time left here in the first half. Motion the receiver left to right on first down. I'll hand it off Judkins. He'll try to go left side. He's going to be stood up as he got to the 27-yard line after a gain of 2. That's on the LSU front, along with Jaquelin Roy. Help from Micah Baskerville. Not allowing Judkins any more than 2 yards. It'll be second down and 8 at the 27. Trip receivers right, one lone receiver to the left side. Judkins will stay in at running back. Caleb Warren, the center, puts his nose over the football. Kelly, the tight end, motions from right to left. Now 2 wide to the left side. Long snap count. Finally, Dart has it. They pick up pressure. The pass going to be deflected at the line. Incomplete. Looked like Mekhi Wingo maybe got his hands on it, or maybe it hit him right in the head. Let's take a look. Dart may have hit his own lineman with the football. Nonetheless, it's incomplete.
Wingo did a great job. Didn't get much of a push, but he got his left hand up and deflected the ball.
So now looking at third down and 8. Ole Miss 2 for 5 on the afternoon. They'll stack 2 receivers to the left side. Kelly will now join them, the tight end. Trip receiver stacked to the left. Dart backpedaling. Throws in the flat. Going to be caught up the far sideline. Hit hard at the 44. Out of bounds is Malik Heath. But he'll pick up 17 yards, and Ole Miss will move the chains. Just a crossing route that time, middle of the field. Nobody keeping up with Heath, and he's going to make plays like that when he's left wide open. 88 yards receiving so far on the day for Heath. Handoff. Judkins fights his way through the line and into LSU territory on a 9-yard gain to the 47-yard line of the Tigers. Jaquelin Roy eventually making tackles all over the field. The big guy today brings down Judkins. Second down and about a yard here for Ole Miss. Going back to rapid speed, give off to Judkins, and Judkins will get the first down on a 2-yard gain to the 44-yard line of LSU.
Keep an eye out of Roy. Roy tried to tap out or signal out that last play. He couldn't. He limped off the field. Guillory in a defensive tackle for LSU.
Trip receivers right, 1 to the left side. They scrimmage from the far side hash. Ole Miss attacking left to right as we look down here at Tiger Stadium. Screen, looking for a double pass. They throw it near side, back to the far side. Plenty of blockers over there, but a flag is out as it's Ulysses Bentley who got the second pass of that play and picks up solid yards, but it looks like maybe a hold with 3 or 4 Ole Miss Rebels.
There were 2 blockers.
Downfield.
Yeah, 2 blockers holding the LSU tackler who was out there trying to get to the ball carrier. It was a lateral to the right with a pass off.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, number 64. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
There was actually 2 separate holes there, but you can only call one. BJ Ojolari did a great job of staying at home, but he was being double-teamed, and one of the out the left tackle actually had a hand of his jersey as he tried to get away. Nice job, 18.
Yeah, Dart delivered to Watkins near side. He threw about a 40-yard pass to the far side boundary, and it looked like, boy, the numbers in favor of Ole Miss, but holding and a block in the back. They go with block in the back, and it backs up Ole Miss right to midfield. Looking first down and 16. Under 6.5 to go here in the second quarter. Tie game 17-17. Ole Miss and LSU. Tight formation with 2 receivers short side of the field. That's the far side to the left. 1 lone receiver near side. Motion a receiver at the snap. Dart going to pull from the running back, throw downfield. Catch going to be made. It's Heath at the 30, far side, inside the 25, out of bounds near the 19-yard line of LSU. Heath is just grabbing yards, grabbing plays. LSU got to find a way to silence him. It's a big first down on a 31-yard reception. Got 119 yards receiving, does Heath. Quick screen, far side, and a flag comes out. Looks like Kelly may have been holding over in that far side as they got the pass to Mingo, but this one looks to be coming back.
Pass interference. Offense, number 81.
All right.
The penalty is 15 yards from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
So saw that side judge come out and show holding, but then they get together and say it was pass interference against Casey Kelly, younger brother of Chad Kelly, of course, who started his career at Clemson but finished up at Ole Miss. A little bigger than Chad, 6'3", 255, playing tight end for Ole Miss. So that'll back up the Rebels to the 34-yard line. First down and a cab right here, 1st and 25. 2 receivers wide side of the field to the right, 2 receivers left. Low snap, and Dart handles it. In the pocket, gets tight, he'll tuck and run. Inside the 30, hit hard again to the 25-yard line. Get some of the penalty yards back. 9, in fact. Stopped at the 24-yard line. And LSU's defense got to stiffen up here. They got their first stop on the Rebels' last possession. We'll see Jaquelin Roy check back in. Guillory comes to the near sideline defensively for LSU. 2nd down and 15 for Ole Miss. Watkins motions right to left. Another low snap. They fake the screen to Watkins. Dart stands in the pocket, fires, and looking for Kelly. He was out of bounds, comes back into play, but they're going to say he was eligible after being forced out by Fouché, but throw well off the mark, incomplete. Looked up as that pass was going towards the sideline. Both Fouché and Kelly were about 3 yards out of bounds.
Let's give the Ole Miss offensive line some credit. They're doing a great job protecting Dart. LSU hasn't been able to get much of a pass rush, and there have been times they haven't been able to keep him in the pocket. They've got to, if you're not going to get to him, keep him in the pocket and make him throw the football. But down here in the red zone, usually Matt House likes to bring a little bit of pressure.
3rd down and 15. Ball at the 25-yard line of the Tigers. Dart in the pocket again, late pressure. Scampers away, pulled from down behind and dropped at the 30-yard line. That time, Harold Perkins Jr. forced him out, got his hands around him, didn't give up on the play, and eventually tracked him down a second time and brings him down.
And that is the speed of Harold Perkins as he missed the tackle initially and then used his catch-up speed to catch him from behind and make the tackle for a big 4th down, pushing back to the 30-yard line. Hope it's going to try a field goal.
That sack brought to you by Train. Hard to stop a train, hard to stop Harold Perkins Jr. Just the 4th sack allowed by this Ole Miss offensive line this year. 48-yard field goal attempt by Jonathan Cruz. Kick on its way. It's a line drive kick, and the kick is good. And Ole Miss gets back on top, 20-17. But a nice job defensively after Ole Miss once again got deeper inside Tiger territory. Able to force the field goal, and Ole Miss takes a 3-point lead. 20-17 they lead. Timeout on the field. We'll return after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, y'all. I'm Amanda Shaw. We all know Louisiana is as fun as all get out. So get out, take a road trip, and explore our state. Fill her up, then try a new restaurant that's as fun-loving as it is food-loving. Grab the family and take off for monumental adventures at our 21 state parks. Or take a magical minivan tour along our 19 scenic trails and byways. Louisiana's a trip. Pick one today.
This is Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungash. Plan your road trip at LouisianaIsATrip.com.
Hi, I'm Kevin Falk, LSU Hall of Famer. My years at LSU were amazing. I've always loved celebrating with my teammates, especially when someone was serving up some delicious Manda sauce. For a lot of Tiger fans, it's just not game day without Manda in the mix. Serving top quality sauces and original seasoning is Manda's strong side. But it's not Manda's flavor that's always got me running back for more. You get it, running back for more. After 75 years, the flavor still says it all. Manda Fine Meats, official smoke sauce of LSU Athletics.
Bridgeway Hospice is the official hospice of LSU Athletics. Bridgeway Hospice would like to thank you, South Louisiana, for allowing them to care for your loved ones. Help them celebrate 10 years of local hospice care by asking your healthcare provider for Bridgeway Hospice. They come to you in-home, assisted living, or nursing facilities. Now with 3 locations to better care for your loved ones in the greater Baton Rouge, Acadiana, and Plaquemine area. Bridgeway Hospice says go local and go Tigers.
Second quarter action, presented by Dudley DeBosier, continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
20-17, Ole Miss leading LSU. Second quarter action, 4:08 remaining before halftime. Fans enter to win the Dudley DeBosier Travel Like a Tiger sweepstakes. For your chance to travel with the team, for the LSU-Arkansas game. One winner and a guest will travel on the team plane, receive hotel accommodations, dinner, and tickets to the game. Go to DudleyDeBosier.com/travel-like-a-tiger to enter for your chance to win this unforgettable LSU football experience. 48-yard field goal by Jonathan Cruz. The difference in this game, 20-17. LSU settling in defensively. Offense coming to life after, again, another slow start here at home. They'll get a chance with plenty of time, 4:08 remaining. After the ensuing kickoff from Cruz, as he'll kick towards the south end zone. Kane back deep for LSU. And the ball blown off the tee. So Cruz will try to reset. They may give him one more chance before they bring a holder. He'll try to pin it down into the tee and try it again. Cruz with the approach. And here's the kick. Plenty of leg into that one. Another touchback out of the back of the end zone. And LSU will take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Fighting Tiger Football on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
The News Talk Sports Leader. WWL New Orleans, WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Back inside the Caesar Sportsbook broadcast booth, 4:08 remaining here in the first half. Tigers with a football, first down and 10 at the 25, trailing Ole Miss 20-17. Shotgun snap, Daniels on first down, comes out firing, gets it to Neighbors at the 31. He's grabbed and stopped there. And they'll give him the 32-yard line, so a gain of 7 yards before Troy Brown grabbed on, wouldn't let go. The senior out of Flint, Michigan, credited with the stop. That's his 53rd tackle of the year. He leads the way for this Ole Miss defense. Second down and 3. Trip receivers right, one to the left. Daniels again wanting to throw, drops it off underneath Goodwin, spins to his right, gets to the 36-yard line, and picks up the first down. No one assigned to Goodwin that time, came out of the backfield. They were late getting to him. Daniels got it to him in good time, and it's a first down and 10 for LSU. 3.5 to go, second quarter. Ball placed now at the 36-yard line of their own. Send out Neighbors wide to the right. Muti and Jenkins wide to the left side. Goodwin stays in as running back. He'll release out of the pocket. Daniels on the run near side, wants to get out of bounds and does so at the 42-yard line in front of the LSU sideline. Gain of 6 on the carry, stops the clock with 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Daniels with 50 yards rushing. He came into the game 48 yards shy of Jordan Jefferson's single-season rush record of 450 back in 2010. So with 50 yards today, Daniels puts his name in the record books. Looking for more, though. Second down and 4 for LSU. Up at the 42-yard line. Give is to Goodwin. Goodwin off the right edge with some room. Gets up near midfield. Stopped at the 48-yard line, but picks up the first down on a gain of 6 for Goodwin. Boy, it's nice, Doug, to have him back in the lineup.
First and 10, the LSU 48-yard line.
First down and 10. We'll see Josh Williams check in. Goodwin will come to the near sideline. 2:28 clock moving, second quarter. Tigers down by 3, 20-17. Taylor left of the formation at tight end. Shotgun snap, Daniels. Pressure, but he drops it off in the flat at midfield, and it's Williams. Scurries his way down to the 43-yard line, a gain of 9. There's a Rebel slow to get up. That'll be Troy Brown, who's on his back at about the 44 of Ole Miss, as Williams rambles down to the 43. About a yard shy of the first down as they'll call time and come out and check on Troy Brown.
LSU doing a good job right now of taking advantage of what Ole Miss has given them. And those are mostly just short passes, but they work. You catch the short pass, you have tackle that is broken. They're picking up the first downs that they need. Most important, 2:07 remaining in the second quarter. But LSU's maintaining possession. They're moving it down the field. They have plenty of time to score before halftime.
Yeah, I'll add to that, Doug. I think LSU's done a great job of releasing the running back into the flat in the outer part of the football field. And what that's done is force Ole Miss's linebackers to chase after him. That's a mismatch. You'll take LSU's running back on Ole Miss's linebackers all day long. Also, when the linebackers leave, it opens up a running lane for Jane Daniels. And Chris just mentioned Daniels is having a field day today because there are only 4 people in the box. It's 5-on-4. That's numbers. So Daniels should be able to run for big numbers.
Troy Brown, mostly on his own power, heads to that far sideline. Good side there. They'll take a look at him with the training crew from Ole Miss. LSU looking at 2nd down and a yard here. See if this expands the playbook a little bit as they'll line up 5 wide, 3 to the left, 2 to the right side. Jaden Daniels empties the backfield here. Again, Ole Miss will stick with 3 down linemen. As Gordy just mentioned, LSU's had the numbers in the run game. 6 defensive backs out there for Ole Miss. Daniels, tight pocket, now escapes to his right and now will be dropped. Back at the 47-yard line. Could not escape a second time. Tari Coleman, the junior out of New Orleans. After Daniels stumbled coming out of the pocket to his right, Coleman made a beeline to him, brings him down. That's the 20th sack of the season. Ole Miss came in second in the SEC behind Arkansas, who had 21 coming into this week. So now backs it up, 3rd down and 5 here for LSU with 1:23 remaining. Clock moving, second quarter. Big 3rd down opportunity for LSU. Snap back to Daniels. Pressure picked up, but here's more pressure. And this time Daniels again going to be thrown down back at midfield. Loss of 3. Will set up 4th and 8. Jared Ivey with his 4th sack of the year. Back-to-back sacks for this Ole Miss Rebel defense. And a timeout going to be taken here with 1:03. They're going to put 1:07 on the clock. Again, they brought 1 extra rusher. That forced Daniels out, and then coming and shedding off his block was Ivy to make that sack.
Welcome to the show, Tiger fans.
That's 2 big plays right there for Ole Miss defensively because LSU gets the ball first in the second half here. And if LSU had been able to put some points on the board, maybe change the momentum and get ball, they put Ole Miss in a little bit of a predicament. But now the Rebels, with 1:07 remaining, they've got 2 timeouts. Let's see what happens on this punter. Are they in go mode or are they content to take a 3-point lead into the halftime locker room?
So again, both teams with 2 timeouts remaining with 1:07 before halftime. Tiger fans, stop by, see your local Southern Quality Ford dealers. Take a test drive, get amazing deals and low financing on a new car, truck, or SUV, and let the good times roll. Let's take a quick look at the Caesars Sportsbook scoreboard. Other games, not a lot going on in the SEC today. Against Tennessee, no problem against UT Martin, 65-24. The number 3 team cruises at home in Knoxville. Just underway, actually second quarter action up in Como. Missouri leading over Vandy 14-0 with about just under 7 minutes remaining before halftime. So the Tigers forced to punt. It'll be Jay Bramblett. Stand at about the 34-yard line of his own. Jordan Watkins back deep inside the 10 for Ole Miss. Bramblett on the year averaging 46 yards per punt. Had a long of 66 in that loss against Tennessee. Here's the boot. Low line punt. Spinning, takes a bounce at the 15. Going to be picked up dangerously by Watkins at the 10, then thrown out of bounds at the 11-yard line. 40-yard punt by Bramblett. And we'll give him what? 2 yards, 3 yards on the return. They mark him out at the 13. So Ole Miss will start from their own 13-yard line with 59 seconds. Again, leading 20-17 over LSU.
Now, special teams has gotten a lot of heat, and rightfully so for some of the things that have happened this year. But right there, that's how you execute Coffin corner kick. Kick it short, let it roll out, put the receiver in a tough position, and limit the return. Now Ole Miss has a long way to go. Try to score some points here with 59 seconds left.
Sideline reports powered by your hometown John Deere dealer, Sunshine. Ole Miss, first down and 10 from the 13. Snap the dart. Handoff Judkins. Crossbuck right to left and stopped after reaching the 20-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll be second down and 2. Sage Ryan out of Lafayette made the tackle for LSU. Clock, though, moving. 44 seconds and rolling here.
But now is the time that Ole Miss would run some sort of trick play because they're going to make it look like, well, maybe not. Maybe they're letting the clock run all the way. They do have 2 timeouts, though.
Down to 25 seconds on the game clock as Dart now calls for the snap. Again, they'll just give it off to Judkins. He'll pick up the first down up to the 24-yard line. And it looks like Ole Miss is happy to head to the locker room as the final 8 seconds will roll off the second quarter clock. So they head to the visitors' locker room. LSU will follow suit. And they'll make their way to the home locker room here at Tiger Stadium. Coming up, the Super One Foods halftime report. We'll have stats, scores, highlights, much more coming your way before we get you ready for the second half of action. But we got the Capital One Bank halftime interview with head coach Brian Kelly coming up. We'll send it down on the field to Gordy Rush. Coach making his way there. And let's send it to Gordy.
Coach, got pleased with your offense moving up and down the field, couple miscues and just finishing drives.
Yeah, I mean, we can't settle for field goals, and obviously we missed the field goal. We're playing pretty good. I mean, obviously we have to slow them down a little bit. It's a top 10 team. We got a shootout here, and we got to tighten some things up offensively. The last drive there, we got to make better decisions. But guys are battling. We'll make a couple of changes here at halftime that I think can help us out, come back out, and have a better second half.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you, Gordy. We're at halftime here at Tiger Stadium. Again, Ole Miss with the lead 20-17. Your Super One Foods halftime report coming your way. Stay with us. Our score at the break, Ole Miss 20, LSU 17 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
What's the best way to accomplish a common goal? Teamwork. When a team works together, they can do anything with the right leadership. That's why all of us at Janny King, the King of Clean, are excited for this season. At Janny King, our team has been working together for over 35 years, cleaning your offices, schools, buildings, churches, and even this campus and stadium. Let our team help your team. Go to JannyKingCleans.com and trust your clean to the king. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Janny King, the King of Clean.
It takes true grit to wake up every morning dedicated to a higher standard of work. At H&E Equipment Service, we're leveraging our national fleet of equipment with a local approach, working closely with customers to understand their needs and provide them reliability, fair prices, and the support of a first-class service team. We're an equipment company run by equipment people. Where others stop, we continue. H&E Equipment Services, the higher standard in equipment rental, sales, parts, and service.
With a plan from People's Health, you get the benefit of a complimentary health club membership. But that's not all. They now offer 65% more fitness centers with gyms you can visit nationwide while traveling. And the flexibility of joining multiple gyms to fit your lifestyle. There's even online programs to help you stay active in the comfort of your own home. Learn more about this expanded benefit. Give People's Health a call. 1-855-821-2666. Or visit peopleshealth.com.
Welcome to the Fighting Tiger Halftime Report, presented by Super One Foods on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Super One Foods has you covered on game day and every day with super low prices and curbside pickup. Go Tigers and go Super One Foods. With a quick look at scores from the Capital One Studios, here is Brian Haldane.
Bring it back into the Capital One Studios, and yes, let's go ahead and run down that scoreboard. Starting off, the Caesar Sportsbook scoreboard, of course, presented for the people by Caesar. Starting off in the top 25, number 2 Ohio State was a 54-10 winner over Iowa. Third-ranked Tennessee had a 52-point first half before calling off the Dogs a little bit on their way to topping UT Martin earlier this afternoon. Number 14, Syracuse had a 21-10 fourth quarter lead over fifth-ranked Clemson before collapsing like a Jenga tower in the fourth quarter. Your final score there, 27-21 Tigers. congrats to 24th ranked Mississippi State. You get to play number 6 Alabama coming off a loss. That'll be coming up at 6 p.m. this evening. 1 hour after that, number 17 Kansas State and number 8 TCU will be going at it. Right now, we've got some other top 25 action that is going on. Number 9 UCLA is at number 10 Oregon. They're at halftime, and the Oregon Ducks have a 31-13 lead over the UCLA Bruins. Number 11 Oklahoma State is hosting number 20 Texas, and Texas is in control in this one, although Oklahoma State is chipping away at it. 5:15 to go in the second quarter of this game. It's 24-17 Longhorns. Boston College is at number 13 Wake Forest. They're at the half there. Wake has a 21-9 lead. One other top 25 score to look at from earlier today. Cincinnati held on. SMU put up a fight against number 21 Cincinnati, but Cincinnati does hold on to a 29-27 win. Actually, we do have one more top 25 score on top of that. Tulane is in charge, hosting Memphis this afternoon. Tulane now ranked number 25 overall. They're up 35-0 over the Memphis Tigers at halftime. Looking at some of your in-state scores, let's go ahead and start off in the Southland Conference as Northwestern State trails Southeast Missouri State 51-16. That game is in the fourth quarter. Nichols has a 14-8 second quarter lead over McNeese. Southeastern played earlier today. They beat Jacksonville State at Jacksonville State 31-14. The La Tech, La Tech is playing right now. They are hosting Rice 17-7. Your score in the third quarter of that one. And I believe ULL is already underway. Yeah, they just got underway a little while ago. 11:15 to go in the first quarter. ULL and Arkansas State, no score in that one just yet. Earlier today, Army beat UL Monroe 48-24. And the Southern Jaguars are at the end of it looks like the first quarter, and it's still scoreless. Virginia Lynchburg is at Southern. And those are your scores around the top 25 and in-state. Our score, once again, Ole Miss holding a 20-17 halftime lead over the Tigers. We're going to take a quick break. Your Super One Foods halftime show continues right after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Mike Rogers here with a great way to help some good, smart, young people all over North Texas by donating a vehicle to carsforkids.org. Thousands of KRLD listeners have done this over the years. I've done it myself. Cars for Kids will accept cars, trucks, motorcycles in any condition. And if you don't have a car, your cash donation can make just as much of a difference. Call today at 972-274-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org and write off the car, not the kid.
This is Victor McClure, the president of McClure Capital, and for decades, the host of KRLD's Common Sense Investing Show. In appreciation to all the KRLD listeners, I want to offer you a free copy of my very first book, The Common Sense Investing Guide to Retirement. This is your definitive guide to everything retirement. I put my 30-plus years as a retirement planner into one book. If you're within 20 years of retirement or currently retired, this book is the most informative guide you'll ever own. How do you get the most out of Social Security? How to properly plan for taxes, inflation, healthcare. How to get the most out of your Medicare. How to allocate your assets before and during retirement. There is a difference. How to avoid the single biggest threat to retirement. Believe it or not, it's not inflation or taxes. Most importantly, how to guarantee you'll achieve the retirement of your dreams and to make sure it lasts for the rest of your life. Call for a free copy at 972-715-2424. That's 972-715-2424. Or go to ilovemyretirement.com.
This is WWL.
We continue on the Fighting Tiger Halftime Report. Presented by Super One Foods on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's halftime. Ole Miss leading LSU 20-17 here at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And what a treat this halftime will be. A great opportunity to visit with a real celebrity, Dr. Catherine O'Neal, the SEC Chief Medical Advisor. And Dr. O'Neal, you've been named the Chief Medical Advisor of the Southeastern Conference, which was recently announced, member of the Medical Guidance Task Force. But this is a real honor and a tribute to you and all of the great work that you have done.
Oh, thank you, Doug. It's really been amazing. The plan leaving COVID to really focus on the health of all students, and especially student athletes by the SEC, to make sure that we're all lockstep in improving the health care of our student athletes today and in the future is I think one of the biggest things that the SEC has done in terms of just really investing in the future of student athletics. I think a lot of our work will inform the health care of athletes across the country and athletes to come.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit. Lady of the Lake and LSU have formed what is called the Championship Health Partners. And this is a topic which we can talk about a little bit. We have some topics that you have given me: campus health, academics and interdisciplinary research, sports medicine, and athletic health. Let's take those one at a time and briefly give me a little rundown about them.
Right. So first, let's talk about the partnership and why we invested. Our Lady of the Lake invested with LSU in the health of, in improving the health of the state. We know that our cancer mortality in the state of Louisiana is too high. We know that we have too much diabetes and too much obesity. And how do we tackle those things? Well, if you want to win in a winning team, you tackle them by putting the right people together, right? And so we knew that by partnering with LSU in this deep way and investing in campus health. So our investment in campus health is going to teach our 18 to 22-year-olds how to be healthier early. If you knew at 20 what you know today, would you do some things differently for your health? Absolutely. And so by really starting to tackle healthcare issues early with our college students, we expect to see that benefit in 20 and 30 years in the healthcare of the state. When you look at academics and interdisciplinary research, we are taking the brightest people in the state on campus, actively talking every day. We saw last week LSU came up with a new breast cancer drug. Well, that drug needs to come out to the people in the state of Louisiana as fast as possible. How do you do that? You partner with the largest hospital in the state, Our Lady of the Lake. And so this partnership is going to see some really innovative things brought to the people of Louisiana fast. It's time. It's past time for those kind of things. So we're really excited about the investment. And then the last part, we're here today watching a football game, is the investment in student health and student athletics. And as we talked about with the SEC, when you look at the student athlete, the most motivated person you've ever met, the person who thinks about their health mentally and physically every single day, if I can improve the health of the student athlete, we can improve anybody's health. So I think this partnership is only going to pay dividends in the future. We're really excited about it. It's our first year, but I think the state of Louisiana should be proud of President Tate, proud of LSU, proud of Our Lady of the Lake for really coming together to make us all healthier.
And they should be proud of you for all the work you've done, because I know that this is tough work, and it is not real easy for people to pat you on the shoulder and say, we want to tell you we got something else more for you to do, despite you have a lot of things on your plate already.
I'm happy to do it. You know, I've never worked with more motivated people than I have in athletics, with the SEC, and in our hospital. People who every day think about other people's lives before their own and really work every day just to make people healthier. So, you know, why not join the team? It's that easy.
Well, thank you for taking the time to give us a little insight into this. Congratulations again to you for this, what I consider an honor. I know it's a tough job that you have.
Oh, absolutely.
But
thank
congratulations to you, and thank you for being with us.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having us here today.
Okay. Dr. Catherine O'Neill. And we will be back after this break on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Mike Rogers here with a great way to help some good, smart, young people all over North Texas by donating a vehicle to carsforkids.org. Thousands of KRLD listeners have done this over the years. I've done it myself. Cars for Kids will accept cars, trucks, motorcycles in any condition. And if you don't have a car, your cash donation can make just as much of a difference. Call today at 972-274-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org and write off the car, not the kid.
It seems everyone has an opinion as to where the stock market is going. How about some opinion on what you can do about it? If it's time to start talking about moving you into retirement, it's time to tune in to the DeWitt and Dunn Financial Services Radio Show. Saturday morning from 9 to 10 and Sundays at noon here on News Radio 1080, KRLD.
This is Victor McClure, the president of McClure Capital, and for decades, the host of KRLD's Common Sense Investing Show. In appreciation to all the KRLD listeners, I want to offer you a free copy of my very first book, The Common Sense Investing Guide to Retirement. This is your definitive guide to everything retirement. I put my 30-plus years as a retirement planner into one book. If you're within 20 years of retirement or currently retired, this book is the most informative guide you'll ever own. How do you get the most out of Social Security? How to properly plan for taxes, inflation, healthcare. How to get the most out of your Medicare. How to allocate your assets before and during retirement. There is a difference. How to avoid the single biggest threat to retirement. Believe it or not, it's not inflation or taxes. Most importantly, how to guarantee you'll achieve the retirement of your dreams and to make sure it lasts for the rest of your life. Call for a free copy at 972-715-2424. That's 972-715-2424. Or go to ilovemyretirement.com.
This is WWL.
More on the Fighting Tiger Halftime Report. Presented by Super One Foods on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Keep going.
20-17, Ole Miss leading LSU here at halftime. Let me give you a summary of the scoring from the first half. Ole Miss scored first. Judkins a 6-yard rush. Ole Miss took a 7-0 lead. LSU came back with a Damian Ramos 23-yard field goal. 12 plays, 69 yards. Consumed 4 minutes, 39 seconds to make it 7-3.
It'll be Damian Ramos trying to get the Tigers on the board here. Down 7-0. It'll be a 23-yarder just inside the near side, or rather far side hash. Get the play clock down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. Here's the snap. Kick on its way from Ramos, and it is good. Tigers on the board. They cut the lead 7-3 with 8:44 remaining here in the first quarter.
Ole Miss came back, though, with a Judkins 3-yard rush. Cruz with the kick. 10 plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes, 43 seconds to go ahead 14-3. Ole Miss scored again with a Cruz 32-yard field goal. 9 plays, 61 yards, consuming 2 minutes, 57 seconds to make it 17-3. But LSU with with Jenkins with a 35-yard pass from Daniels. Ramos to the kick, 5 plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes, 46 seconds to pull LSU to 17-10.
An offensive line holds. He'll air it out. Left side, jump ball, coming back for it at the 2-yard line. Jeray Jenkins slipped through 2 Ole Miss defenders. Touchdown, Fighting Tigers. 34-yard touchdown reception. That was a wobbly pass coming out of the hands of Jaden Daniels. Had lots of air under it. Looked down near the goal line. There were 2 Rebels chomping at the bit to get their hands on it, but Jeray Jenkins snuck right between the 2 of them. Looky what I found. Goes into the end zone, and the Tigers with their first touchdown of the day.
And then LSU pulled into a tie at the 8:20 mark in the second quarter. Daniels with a 3-yard rush. Ramos to kick, 7 plays, 78 yards, consuming 3 minutes and 2 seconds to make it 17-17.
It'll be first down, goal to go. Ball inside the 4-yard line of the Rebels. Shotgun snap, Daniels. He's going to keep left side into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Tigers. 3-yard touchdown run for Jaden Daniels off the left edge. 7th rushing touchdown, which ties an LSU record for a quarterback rushing touchdowns in a single season.
And then Ole Miss pulled into a 3-point lead at halftime. Cruz with a 48-yard field goal, 11 plays, 45 yards, consuming 4 minutes and 12 seconds. And halftime, Ole Miss leading LSU 20-17. So there you have the score at halftime. Teams are back out on the field. Let me give you the statistics, the team statistics for the first half. First downs, Ole Miss 14, LSU 16. And we'll take a break on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU fans, your first bet with Caesars Sportsbook is on us, up to $1,250. Download the app using promo code LSUFull and then place your first bet. If you win, congrats. But if not, you'll get your wager back as a free bet. Open to new users in Louisiana who are 21 or older. Not available in prohibited parishes. Licensed in Horseshoe, Bossier City, and here is New Orleans. If qualifying bet loses, bet amount returned is credit. Must be used within 14 days. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-770-STOP. Caesars Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of LSU.
Are you a homeowner looking to keep your home cool while saving money? Perhaps you're an HVAC contractor who wants to offer customers more efficient, more consistent home comfort. Luxair is the name to know for unmistakably efficient and reliable home cooling, and great business building programs for contractors too. Contact your Luxair dealer to find out more. Or if you're a contractor, visit solarsupplyluxair.com to learn about working with Luxair.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Check out Albertsons For You in our mobile app, where you can shop for groceries and save weekly with digital coupons all in one place. With Albertsons For You, you can earn rewards points every time you shop and redeem them for free groceries. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or go to albertsons.com to sign up. Albertsons, fresh food, local flavor.
Are you tired of lugging your grill to every tailgate you attend? Do you want a more convenient, portable option that is environmentally friendly? Look no further than Charbox. Charbox is the world's only green disposable grill box. Charbox is a ready-to-use grill box with uniquely formulated all-natural charcoal that can last 3 to 6 hours. It's easy to light, easy to use, easy to clean up, and recyclable. Get yours today at charbox.com. That's CHRBOX.com.
This has been the Fighting Tiger Halftime Report, presented by Super One Foods. Super One Foods has you covered on game day and every day, with super low prices and curbside pickup. Go Tigers and go Super One Foods. The second half is coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU's going to receive the kick here to start the second half. 17 points for the Tigers, 20 for Ole Miss at halftime. Ole Miss rushed 21 times for 84 yards. LSU 21 for 98. Ole Miss has the ball up on the tee. LSU receiving on the north end will be headed toward the south here in the third quarter. We're here to give you all the play-by-play, the voice of the Tigers, Chris Blair.
Thank you, Doug. Getting ready for the second half here at Tiger Stadium. Waiting on Cruz. Tees it up at the 35. Here's the approach. This time again spinning end over end. Lands in the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down and 10 at the 25, where LSU offense will get started. Had a chance late in the second quarter. Unable to get over the top. Ole Miss with the field goal of 48 yards. Takes a 20-17 lead into the break. But the Tigers, again, knowing they'd have the football. Let's see the adjustments Coach Kelly told Gordy about. Felt like the offense missed on a couple of opportunities, and defensively, going to try to slow down Ole Miss here in the second half. Daniels in the pistol formation this time. Now he'll move Williams up to his right hip. One receiver to each side. Tigers looking to run. Give it up off the middle to Williams. He makes his way to the 28, a gain of 3 before he runs into Ashanti Sistrunk, senior out of Louisville, Mississippi. In for Troy Brown, the starting middle linebacker who was shaken up back in the first half. Sistrunk coming in with 26 tackles on the season. Had 5 tackles in the win over Georgia Tech and in the win over Tulsa. 6 tackles last week in that win over Auburn. Second down, 7, ball at the 28-yard line for the Tigers. 2 receivers to each side. Daniels in the pocket, now stepping up, breaking free across the 30 and slung down at about the 36-yard line, but he picks up 8 yards and will move the chains.
Daniels did a real nice job as he was being tackled. He spun to get extra yards for the first down before he hit the turf.
Shotgun snap on first down. Back to Williams on the carry. Crosses the 40. Up near the 41-yard line. Got about 4.5 yards on the carry. Does the junior out of Houston, Texas.
Across the 40-yard line.
LSU frequently substituting receivers. Kyron Lacey checks out. Malik Neighbors back onto the field. The line, 3 receivers to the right. Now Booty will motion out of that, head towards the far side. Line up wide to the left. Daniel, shotgun snap. Pressure coming from the backside. He'll throw. Booty can't hold on. Had him at about the 49 of Ole Miss. Ball was in his hands, but jostled loose with a hit from behind by DeAndre Prince. Timed it perfectly, able to get the ball free, and it's 3rd down, 6 for LSU.
Booty went downfield. He didn't go quite deep enough to make the defender back off of him. So when he turned around to come back and get the ball, the defender was almost there. All he had to do was make a hit on the back of Booty, knock the ball loose. 3rd down at that 6.
3rd and 6. Ball just beyond the 40-yard line of the Tigers. 4-man rush for Ole Miss. Daniels throwing on the run. Throws it behind Taylor, the tight end, at the 45. It's incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down and 6. So the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Ole Miss's defense forces a punt here for LSU. 13:23 remaining.
That's a disappointing series right there. Doug mentioned Butte wasn't able to get separation right there. Ole Miss dropped a lot of people in the coverage. And Jaden had time if he would have just reset his feet. Tampa was open in the middle of the Ole Miss zone defense. Unfortunately, Tigers couldn't convert.
So we'll see Bramlett back out. Tiger punter stands at the 26-yard line. Jordan Watkins back deep for Ole Miss, set about the 13 of the Rebels. Bramlett angles this one near side, spiraling kick comes down quickly on Watkins. He'll field it on the run at about the 18 and cross the 20 up to the 22-yard line after a 43-yard punt. Timeout on the field. Ole Miss will have the football for the first time here in the 3rd quarter. They have a 3-point lead on the road here in Baton Rouge, 20-17 over LSU. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Mike Rogers here with a great way to help some good, smart young people all over North Texas by donating a vehicle to carsforkids.org. Thousands of KRLD listeners have done this over the years. I've done it myself. Cars for Kids will accept cars, trucks, motorcycles in any condition. And if you don't have a car, your cash donation can make just as much of a difference. Call today at 972-274-KIDS. Or go to carsforkids.org and write off the car, not the kid.
This is Victor McClure, the president of McClure Capital, and for decades, the host of KRLD's Common Sense Investing Show. In appreciation to all the KRLD listeners, I want to offer you a free copy of my very first book, The Common Sense Investing Guide to Retirement. This is your definitive guide to everything retirement. I put my 30-plus years as a retirement planner into one book. If you're within 20 years of retirement or currently retired, this book is the most informative guide you'll ever own. How do you get the most out of Social Security? How to properly plan for taxes, inflation, healthcare. How to get the most out of your Medicare. How to allocate your assets before and during retirement. There is a difference. How to avoid the single biggest threat to retirement. Believe it or not, it's not inflation or taxes. Most importantly, how to guarantee you'll achieve the retirement of your dreams and to make sure it lasts for the rest of your life. Call for a free copy at 972-715-2424. That's 972-715-2424, or go to ilovemyretirement.com.
This is WWL.
Continues. Presented by H&E Equipment Services on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
20-17, Ole Miss leads. They get the football for the first time here in the second half after LSU forced to punt it away. Fan Cintas probably helps local Louisiana businesses stay clean, safe, and ready for the workday, and have done so for over 35 years. This Ole Miss offense in their first 3 drives, averaging just under 8 yards per play. Their last 3 drives, 4.2 yards per play. The LSU defense making some progress, but it all comes down to stops right now. LSU on the short end of a 20-17 score. Jackson Dart in the shotgun on 1st down and 10. Here's the snap. Quick handoff, Judkins. He'll be pulled down from behind. Ali Gay brings him down quickly. After maybe, a yard gain. Placed the ball at about the 23, so no gain on the play. Good stop by Ali Gay. Gay coming into the game with 15 tackles on the season. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left side, and Mingo. Now they'll move the tight end, Casey Kelly, in the slot to the near side. Ole Miss attacking right to left on your dial. Shotgun snap. Here comes a corner blitz, and they try to get it to Judkins, and he can't hold on at the 27-yard line in the flat far side. Harold Murphy Jr. It wasn't a corner blitz. It was a linebacker blitz off the edge, and man, was he hustling. Freshman out of Cypress, Texas, disrupted that play. Sets up 3rd down and 10 here for Ole Miss.
Perkins just has that great speed, and he closed so fast on Dart, he just had to get rid of the ball.
3 receivers right. Dart throws, and Kelly can't hold on, incomplete at the 34-yard line. It would have been enough for the 1st down, but the tight end could not hold on. Micah Baskerville was on coverage along with Jay Ward. Maybe he heard footsteps. Nonetheless, it's incomplete, and the Tigers force a quick 3-and-out by Ole Miss.
Chair Chris, love that series out of Matt House. We had 2 different looks. You saw that 2nd down play. Perkins was a defensive end for Ojulari. He came off the edge and brought some pressure and made difference on that play. And right there, that was a zone blitz. Both Baskerville and Perkins both coming, dropped off in the coverage, and Dart was a little confused. He threw that ball into double coverage.
Frazier Mason with his 2nd punt of the day lets it fly from about the 13-yard line. Going to take a bounce for LSU at the 45 and roll back to the midfield stripe. Looks like Jim Nichols' 9-iron. Tigers will start with half the field to work with. 1st down and 10 from midfield. Timeout on the field. 12:23 remains. LSU with the ball, trailing 20-17 to Ole Miss. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
From Baton Rouge to Bastrop, Women's Hospital is bringing mammograms closer to home and closer to you. With our mobile mammography coaches traveling to 31 parishes throughout Louisiana, scheduling your annual mammogram is easier than ever before. Visit womans.org/mammogram or call 225-401-3849 today to request your appointment. That's 225-401-3849.
Hi, I'm Kristen, an employee at BASF in Louisiana. Everyone knows winning sports teams all have great chemistry. The players work well together to accomplish a common goal. With great chemistry, anything is possible. At BASF, we create chemistry around the world through our people and our products. To join a winning team and a great place to work, visit basf.us/LA. BASF, we create chemistry.
Welcome back to our podcast here in the Bayous of Louisiana. We are looking for the exclusive multiplier games from the lottery with Louisiana's very first $20 scratch-off and a top prize of $500,000. Wait a tick. We found it. Hold on. What's that sound? I think I'll get a closer look.
Hey, that's the Explorer. He found the multiplier games.
Thank you, everyone.
Try all 5 multiplier games. You could win up to $500,000. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
Is your business growing? And are you in need of more space? Are you looking to expand your commercial real estate portfolio? Give DiVincenti Brokerage a call. They are a locally owned commercial real estate company that can cover all of your commercial real estate sales and leasing needs. DiVincenti Brokerage. One team, one firm, one gold star. Give them a call at 225-224-0838.
Third quarter action continues. Presented by H&E Equipment Services on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Third quarter, 12:23 remaining. Ole Miss leads LSU 20-17. Hey, good news, I think actually in 2 weeks, Chris, I had a chance to see Jack Besh. Should be back for Alabama. Talked to him in the locker room. Is back feeling much better. Not good enough to go tonight.
Great news. 1st down and 10 for LSU at midfield. They take over. Daniels on the run near side, slips out of bounds at about the 46-yard line of the Rebels. Picks up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Again, Jaden Daniels becoming the leading rushing quarterback in LSU history in a single season. He came in 48 yards shy of Jordan Jefferson. So far, 15 carries. He's got 50 yards so far net on the day. 2nd down and 6. They give him 4 yards on that carry. Now at 55 yards. Snap back to Daniels. Quick release. Gets it near side. Neighbors has it. Lost the ball on his way down, but it looked like he had made it to the 39-yard line before pushed back and swung back. And it will be enough for a 1st down on a 6-yard gain. Ole Miss arguing that the ball came out, although I think it came out once Neighbors went slamming into the grass. But nonetheless, it'll be first down and 10 for LSU at the 39-yard line. 20-17, they trail by 3 to the Rebels. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right side, Malik Neighbors. Daniels sprinting out to his left. Thought about throwing it. Now we'll just cover up the football and go down as Ole Miss gets to him. Maybe got 2 yards to about the 37-yard line. That's about all. Looked like Ole Miss coming up, covering that screen route to the far side, wide receiver screen. Daniels again, very careful with the football this season. Decided to just go ahead and get 2 runs, 2 yards. Quick throw out to Taylor and a lot of traffic. It was not caught. It's incomplete. Ole Miss tried to pick it up after Taylor actually collides with Keyshawn Booty down around the 39 on that throw to the near side. And Booty credited with breaking up that pass to Taylor. They just didn't see each other. So now 3rd down and 7. Again, LSU started this drive at midfield, but a big 3rd down coming here. Tigers just 1 for 5 on 3rd down conversions. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left for Daniels. Williams back in the offensive backfield. They'll motion now Mason Taylor to the right side of the formation. Shotgun snap, give to Williams. Williams, stutter step, goes forward inside the 30. Very close. Oh, the far side spot, not very good. Looks like it's between the 30 and 29, which would be about a half yard shy. But LSU going to line it up quickly. It'll be 4th and less than a yard. Daniels calling for the shotgun snap. Handoff, Williams. He's through the line, got the first down and then some. Inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line. Williams delivers once again. First down and 10 for LSU.
A good quick snap by the Tigers to catch Ole Miss off guard.
Williams on the carry again. This time some room inside the 15. Nose down at about the 13-yard line. Williams starting to feed. Tigers inside the Capital One red zone. Gain of 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and a yard. LSU now slowing it down momentarily. Daniels looking to the near sideline. Now steps up, talks to the offensive line. Working from just inside the near side hash. 2nd down and a yard from the 13-yard line of Ole Miss. Snap back to Daniels. Looking right. Launches towards the end zone. Booty taken out of the play. Here comes the flag. No doubt about it. Ole Miss deciding, hey, we're just going to take him out of the playing field. Booty had the step on the corner. Miles Battle, who then just said, all right, I'm beat, but I'm going to put him in near the cheerleaders. And now they're going to talk it over here at about the 11.
It's an interesting discussion because the field judge both of them threw their hat off. He ran out of bounds. Neighbors was a receiver there. The question was he forced out of bounds? To me, it's absolutely pass interference.
Defense. Foul occurred inside the 2-yard line. The ball replaced the 2. Automatic first down.
So indeed, it goes against Battle and Ole Miss. They'll put the ball down. First down goal to go at the Rebel 2 with LSU trailing 20-17 to the Rebels. Substitutions coming on and off the field for Lane Kiffin and company. Wholesale changes up front for Ole Miss.
They may have too many people on the field.
Well, it looks like a lot. Trying to count quickly, so are the officials. First down goal to go from the 2. Snap back to Daniels. Give it to Williams. Hit his own man. His offensive lineman. Second effort. Did he get there? And they're going to say just shy of the goal line. It'll be 2nd down goal to go. Inches outside the Ole Miss end zone. LSU quickly lining up. 9:27 to go. 3rd quarter. Williams again stays in the backfield with Daniels. Heavy set here for LSU. And just at the snap, we have whistles and I believe maybe timeout taken, or let's see.
Under video review.
Well, they're going to take a review to see if Williams got in the first time. And that was triggered by the booth. We'll get a look at the angle here to see if Williams was able to get the nose of the football at the plane. We'll see, and that's not going to show us. They rewind it, and now they got the wrong film. They'll try it again. Nonetheless, our crew chief, Jason Autry, going to go down. He'll put eyes on it. Now we get a look from down the line at the end zone. Not much shown there. Hard to see whether or not the ball reached the plane. Now this might be a better angle here as Williams charging forward. Is his knee down? It looked like he's shy of the goal line.
Yeah, I agree with you, Chris. Definitely, I don't think it's a question. Let's see the overhead, unless the overhead shot, which I've been trying to reel up here, goes down.
So another official review brought to you by Acme Oyster House.
The overhead's closer, but nothing conclusive. I think that you can flip the call.
So it looks like LSU has the call on the field win. We'll look at second down goal to go from inside the 1 of Ole Miss. Just waiting to get confirmation. And it looks like Jason Autry just about set to tell us. First, a quick conversation with his colleague.
After video review, they're really on the field stands, second down.
So it will be second down goal to go. Again, LSU opening drive of the third quarter, forced the punt. They force a quick 3-and-out for Ole Miss. Got a great bounce, started this drive at midfield. Pass interference call brings LSU to the 2-yard line. Now they're second and goal from inside the Ole Miss 1. Stack 2 receivers to the left. That's Thomas and Booty. Lacey wide to the right. Josh Williams, the running back. Daniels in the shotgun. Motion Thomas left to right. Snap. Give to Williams. Nope, Daniels going to keep it. He's going to be cut down. Or Williams got to the end zone, but Daniels kept the football. And cut down maybe at the 1-yard line. That time Ole Miss had plenty of surge into the offensive backfield. And now it's going to be third down goal to go from the 1. Otis Reese was already moving, coming up towards the line at the snap, timed it out. And able to get to Daniels, and his teammates knock him down. So now third down goal to go. Again, LSU goes heavy set. From the 1-yard line. Shotgun snap, Daniels looking to throw, gets it near side. Mason Taylor, touchdown, 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 Fighting Tigers. Taylor with his first touchdown of the season, first touchdown as a Tiger, and he lifts LSU on top for the first time today. 23-20 LSU.
And a nice little play because it was a repeat of the previous play, but it was not a handoff. It was a fake. Taylor ran out into the right flat after going in motion from the left side of the formation. He was wide open. Just a little flick to him made the reception in the end zone for the score.
Ramos on to add one more. Placement is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. LSU now leads for the first time this afternoon, 24-20 over Ole Miss. Trailed early, 17-3. And the Tigers come to life and now enjoy their first lead of the ball game. Timeout on the field. 24-20. LSU leads. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Bud Lions. You know, game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Louisianians are strong and resilient. That doesn't mean we don't get tired. If you need help, try Blue Care, Blue Cross's telehealth service for online visits with doctors and counselors. Just download the app at bcbsla.com/bluecare. One word, and get access to care 24/7. We'll make it through the tough times. We always do. And Blue Cross will be here to support you.
Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU Athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply.
Hey y'all, I'm Amanda Shaw. We all know Louisiana is as fun as all get out. So get out, take a road trip, and explore our state. Fill her up, then try a new restaurant that says fun lovin' as it is food lovin'. Grab the family and take off for monumental adventures at our 21 state parks, or take a magical minivan tour along our 19 scenic trails and byways. Louisiana's a trip. Take one today.
This is Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser. Plan your road trip at LouisianaIsATrip.com.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
Only $5.
You need every cent. Your responsibility. 2022 and Bush Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Third quarter action continues. Presented by H&E Equipment Services on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU enjoying their first lead of the day, 24-20. They lead over Ole Miss, the ensuing kickoff from Diver. High in the air, spinning end over end, heading towards the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down and 10 at the 25. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Fighting Tiger Football on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hear the Tigers roar worldwide. The LSU Sports Radio Network and the LSU Sports mobile app.
Inside the Caesar Sportsbook broadcast booth here in legendary Tiger Stadium. Ole Miss with the football. Trailing LSU for the first time today, 24-20, as LSU able to get in the end zone. Daniels connecting with Mason Taylor. Freshman tight end's first touchdown catch of his career. Ole Miss back out there on first down, handoff, and Ulysses Bentley going nowhere, trying to stretch it far side. Micah Baskerville tracks him down, brings him down for a loss of 4. Gordy Rush, Sunshine Sideline Report. Ole Miss in that last drive, 3 and out. It started with no gain on first down, running the football. Kind of got Ole Miss out of schedule. They lose 4 here.
LSU is the aggressor. Remember the first quarter? LSU was on their heels. They're getting after Ole Miss right now.
Dart on play action, stands in the pocket, flushed out. Flag comes out. He'll be pulled down and dropped at the 23, and that may be a hold, but it's way downfield at the 32. Ali Gay credited with getting Dart on the ground.
Defense, number 2. The penalty is 10 yards from the previous spot. Includes an automatic first down.
Big mistake for LSU there on defense. Mekhi Garner, the guilty party, with the defensive holding down the field. Again, Dart forced out of the pocket. Ali Gay chasing him down, but this infraction is going to help out the Rebels in a big way. It'll be first down and 10. Move the ball up down to the 32-yard line of their own.
That's 4 PI on LSU today.
Shotgun snap to Dart. Fakes the screen near side. Steps up in the pocket. Hit as he throws by Perkins, but it's grabbed out of the air at midfield. Great catch. Making his way to the LSU 45 is Malik Heath, who has been deadly today for this Ole Miss Rebel offense. Heath with 6 catches, well over 100 yards. And now Ole Miss starts to speed it up. First down and 10. Ball now at the 45-yard line of LSU. 141 yards receiving for Malik Heath. 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left side. Ball on the near side hash. Ole Miss attacking right to left. Shotgun snap. Dart running for his life, trying to get away from Perkins, and we'll just throw this one into the grass. In the vicinity, I guess, Judkins. Actually, the closest man was Micah Pettis, the right tackle, the freshman out of Madison, Alabama. But nonetheless, Perkins again giving chase on the Ole Miss quarterback, forcing him to just throw it away. Second down and 10 now for the Rebels. 2 wide to the right, 2 receivers, short side of the field to the left. Again, as Gordy mentioned, LSU defensively over the last 5 possessions have been the aggressor on this Ole Miss offense, but they've got playmakers. Malik Heath is one of those. He lines up wide to the right. Dart, little toss near side. Judkins running downhill near side. Stiff arms a man, takes off his lid as he steps inside the 40, down to the 36-yard line. It was Greg Penn who lost his helmet after, or he made the tackle rather. It was Greg Penn who lost his helmet. 9-yard gain. Go back to Judkins, hit at the line, and crunch down back at the 36-yard line. He went nowhere that time, and it was Jacobian Guillory. Did not get the first down. Needed a yard. Maybe got a half yard, and that's being kind. So now you're looking at 4th down and less than a yard. They've got to reach the LSU 35. The football sits several inches behind the 35-yard line of the Tigers. Judkins will be the running back, but he's going to be sent out wide to the left of the formation. They'll trip 3 receivers to the right. Dart by his lonesome in the backfield. Now he'll bring Judkins back at the snap. Dart going to run downhill. Got the block he need. Hit at the 36. Did he get forward? He was stopped at the 36-yard line. He may be short. The line judge near side, though, gives him a positive spot. And it looks like Dart gets the first down. Boy, oh boy. Looked like he had a ton of room, Doug, to run to the left. LSU with great closing speed made it a lot closer than Lane Kiffin wanted it to be.
And LSU continues to be aggressive defensively. That's a key ingredient in this game.
First down and 10 at the 35. Pressure in the pocket. Throwing this one out of bounds near side is Dart. Throw intended down here near side, but well overthrown as again he was kind of bumped as he released. P.J. Ojulari was right there with him in the quarterback pocket. Second down 10 at the 35. Ball placed near side hash. 6:01 remains. Third quarter, LSU up 24-20 over number 7 Ole Miss. Jackson Dart 3 of his last 11 throwing the football. Started the game 9 for 10. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Single back and Judkins. Shotgun snap a little off the mark. Dart delivers quickly, and the catch made at the 25-yard line. It's Jordan Watkins this time. That snap a little high, and boy, did Dart have to release it quickly. But they pick up the first down on a 13-yard gain. It'll be first down and 10 now at the 24 of LSU. Handoff Judkins, waiting patiently now. Turns on the speed inside the 20, down near the 18. Judkins carried the ball. About 5 yards on the carry. Baskerville eventually able to make the stop defensively for LSU. But again, Ole Miss getting deeper and deeper. Defensive holding call coming up big now, going against LSU early in this possession. 2 receivers right, including Heath out wide to the right side. Mingo wide to the left. They've got the tight end Kelly in the slot to the left side. Dart and Judkins in the backfield. Shallow motion. The receiver Watkins. Handoff Judkins going right side and finally turns it back, gets to the 15. Looks like a lot of jersey grab out there on the edge by Ole Miss. No flag and a gain of 3 by Judkins on the run. Will set up second, or rather third down, and about maybe a short 3. Pistol formation. Handoff Judkins off the right edge. He's got the first down, lunging forward to about the 10. And it will be first down, goal to go for Ole Miss here with 4:41 remaining. Clock moving third quarter. LSU leading by 4, 24-20. Got to find a stop. Handoff. Judkins, left tackle, this time stood up by LSU and dropped back. It's going to be Jacoby and Guillory. Got his big arms around him, and Judkins got swallowed up. Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be second down, goal to go from the LSU 8. Quickly, 2 receivers out wide to the left. Heath, the lone receiver, to the right side. Pistol formation. Dart calls for the snap. Looking for Heath. Hit as he throws, and it is intercepted. Boucher has it in the end zone. Boucher takes it away. Dart with the INT. The pressure gets to the quarterback for Ole Miss. And Boucher with his first interception as a Tiger. His 6th career INT. And LSU comes up with a big one in the right corner of the end zone. Then again, Doug starts with pressure. Dart hit as he throws, I believe by Baskerville. He was off balance, just threw it up there, underthrown. Boucher takes it away. LSU with a big turnover. 4:03 remains. Third quarter. LSU holds a 24-20 lead. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Old bloodlines. You know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
You mean everything. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Check out Albertsons For You in our mobile app, where you can shop for groceries and save weekly with digital coupons all in one place. With Albertsons For You, you can earn rewards points every time you shop and redeem them for free groceries. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or go to albertsons.com to sign up. Albertsons, fresh food, local flavors.
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at olrmc.com/LSU.
4:03 remains. Third quarter action from Tiger Stadium. LSU leading 24-20 over Ole Miss, who was driving inside the red zone. And then the pressure by Micah Baskerville on Jackson Dart, who offers up the INT. Joe Fouché in the right corner of the end zone, his first interception as a Tiger. Dart throws his 7th on the year. That's the 5th interception taken by this LSU defense. Couldn't come at a better time, Doug. LSU turns away the Rebels, keeps the 4-point lead, and now has the football.
And let's not forget to give Fouché the credit for the one-hand interception, because it was a one-hand interception he made going after the football in the end zone.
LSU back in business. First down and 10. Start from their own 20-yard line. Daniels takes the shotgun snap. Steps back, looks to deliver, throws near side. Jeray Jenkins has it at the 34, crosses the 35, put down at about the 37-yard line, but a 17-yard grab. First down and 10, Fighting Tigers. Jeray Jenkins, third catch of the day. LSU lining up. 3:42, third quarter action. Two receivers left, one to the right. Ball on the near side hash. Daniels hands it off Williams. Williams carries a Rebel across the 40, up across the 41-yard line. Punishing run there by Josh Williams, who's been so effective here over the last 3 ball games for LSU. Williams going to pick up maybe his 57th, maybe 58th yard of the game. Two receivers left, two to the near side. Second down and 6 after the 4-yard gain. Now with 59 yards rushing is Williams. Daniels takes his time, now takes the snap. Puts it in the belly of Josh Williams, who's tried to cut back after getting past the line of scrimmage, but pulled down with an ankle tackle at the 45. Tavius Robinson, the senior, out of Guelph, Ontario. Spent 2 years at the University of Guelph before finding his way to Oxford at Ole Miss. Kane looking at third down and about 2 here for LSU. Down to 2 minutes, 39 seconds remaining third quarter. LSU 2 for 7 on third downs. Double tight set. Taylor, Mason, and Cole on the left side of the formation. They hand it off to Williams. Second effort. Going to get him the first down. Up near the 48-yard line. Looked like he was stopped at the line of scrimmage, but he kept turning, Doug. First down and 10 LSU.
That was just an individual effort, because he made the extra 1.5 yards or so that he needed after he had contact.
So Williams will check out momentarily. We'll see Noah Kane check back in at running back. 2 minutes, 3 seconds. LSU, first down and 10. Approaching midfield at their own 48-yard line. Snap back, quick screen, Booty. Booty got some room. 45 far side. Spins off a tackler at the 41. He is hit hard up top. Apparently he's all right, but he picks up 12 yards and a first down for LSU. It got him down low, and then the closing hit came up top. But the good news is K-Shot pops up quickly. Daniels now throwing for 200 yards on the afternoon. Down to 1:38, third quarter. First down and 10. Mark it now at the 40 of Ole Miss. Trip receivers right. Single back. Again. Noah Kane, no motion Booty, lone receiver to the left side. Shotgun snap to Daniels. With time, delivers the football. Long throw near side at the 26. Thomas had his knee down to get it, but it's a big pickup of 14 yards and another first down. As Daniels delivers a long throw from the far side hash nearly to the near side boundary to Thomas. As Brian Thomas picks up his first reception of the day. 8 different receivers involved in today's offense. Under a minute to go, third quarter. LSU going to slow it down slightly here. 17 on the play clock as they get the sign in. Daniels lines up in the shotgun. Near side hash, 3 receivers to his left, 1 to the right side. Motion Taylor, the tight end, from left to right. Now he'll move Kane to the left hip. Daniels slaps his hands, low snap, but handled. Throws it out to Thomas, and this one is going to be incomplete. Didn't get there far side. That play all started with a low snap from Charles Turner, and Daniels delivered the pass too short to Thomas, who had some green grass, but his first intent was to try to get down low enough to bring that pass in. Could not do so. That'll be second down at 10 now at the 26-yard line of the Rebels. LSU will tighten up the formation here. Shotgun snap. Waiting on it is Daniels. Here's the snap. They'll give it off to Booty. Booty running to his left and turning it downfield. Gets to the 22-yard line. Pass completion to Booty. 4-yard gain. Seen that play go for big yardage this season.
He was about a step away from the touchdown.
Gets down to the 22-yard line. Sets up third down and 6 here for LSU. Struggled early in this game on third down. They picked it up here late, but this one's a big one. But I think they're going to be happy to switch sides of the field and end the third quarter of play, as they will come to the near sideline. And the final seconds roll off the third quarter clock. At the end of 3 here at Tiger Stadium. Right now, your Fighting Tigers of LSU leading number 7 Ole Miss 24-20. Fourth and final quarter coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
You're a fan. You wear your team's jersey on your back and your heart on your sleeve. After a win, your world glistens. Lose, and the hurt permeates your soul. You'll always have a place with us in the Cox Fan Zone, where everyone can play and connect with other fans in a big group hug. See, in the Fan Zone, you're not some crazy fan. You're home.
Hey, Tiger fans, say Fan Zone into your Cox voice remote to play. Not at home? Visit cox.com/fanzone and go Tigers. Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at olrmc.com/LSU.
With a plan from People's Health, you get the benefit of a complimentary health club membership. But that's not all. They now offer 65% more fitness centers with gyms you can visit nationwide while traveling. And the flexibility of joining multiple gyms to fit your lifestyle. There's even online programs to help you stay active in the comfort of your own home. Learn more about this expanded benefit. Give People's Health a call, 1-855-821-2666, or visit peopleshealth.com.
Hey, Tiger fans, G.W. Oliver Pool Construction exists at the intersection of creativity and craftsmanship to deliver an excellent experience. Born in Baton Rouge, their brand has expanded to be a leader in commercial and residential pools throughout the entire Gulf Coast. So no matter where the project, G.W. Oliver's mission is to turn your dream into a reality. Find out more at gwoliver.com.
Fourth quarter action continues. Presented by J&J Exterminating on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We start the fourth quarter of action. 15 minutes upon the board. And the scoreboard currently says LSU 24, Ole Miss, number 7 in the land, number 20. LSU with the football looking at a critical third down and 6 from the Ole Miss 22-yard line as we start the fourth quarter of action. A look at the third quarter stats presented by Hancock Whitney. Tigers with 8 first downs, 59 yards on the ground, 54 yards through the air for a total of 113. Ole Miss, 5 first downs, 20 yards on the ground, 36 through the air for 56 yards. Take a look at Ole Miss, who came out firing to start this game. 200 yards total offense in the first quarter. 92 in the second, going into the halftime locker room, leading 20-17. Doug, 56 yards of offense for Ole Miss in that third quarter. And Coach Kelly said, we're going to make some adjustments. And defensively, again, I'm sure there's some schematic differences, but it also is a more aggressive LSU defense coming out of the gate in the third quarter.
LSU just upped their game. They've been very aggressive defensively in that third quarter, and it was a big difference when you look at it, because it looked like they caught Ole Miss off guard. Ole Miss didn't expect that LSU would control the line of scrimmage the way they did, but it's been a big difference in the way LSU has played.
So LSU looking at 3rd down and 6 as we start the fourth quarter. Again, ball at the Ole Miss 22-yard line as LSU now attacks towards the north end zone, right to left on your dial. Daniels flaps the hand, gets the snap, delivers the football, caught at the 12-yard line. Kyron Lacey, big catch, 1st down and 10 LSU. Lacey with a big 3rd down reception last week on the road in Gainesville, delivers here at home. 1st down and 10 for LSU. A gain of 11 yards.
Just a hook pattern on the left side. Went downfield, just turned to face the quarterback, and the pass was right there on the money.
1st down and 10 now at the Ole Miss 11-yard line. Daniels will send 2 receivers, including Booty in the slot to the right side. Neighbors lone receiver to the left. Handoff. Nope. Daniels going to keep. Pulls from Williams. Gets outside the numbers near side. Leaps into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Tigers. Jaden Daniels with the 11-yard run. 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And LSU extends the lead 30-20 over Ole Miss. Hey now. Gotta believe Ole Miss, first time this year they've had a road environment like this one. Tiger Stadium coming to life here as Jaden Daniels delivers on the 11-yard run. Again, another great play fake. Not only by Daniels pulling late from Williams, but Williams sold it. Daniels able to get out on the left edge near the boundary.
Chris,
and it goes airborne.
They're trying to fix the pylon cam. They took out the pylon cam. We cannot start without the pylon cam at the front end zone stretch.
So they're going to take a look at it as well. So not only are they trying to fix the pylon cam, they may use the pylon cam if anything's left of it to see whether or not Jake Daniels got into the end zone. Again, appearing in real time from our vantage point that he did, but they'll take a look at it here as they review all scoring plays back in Birmingham in collaborative replay. We go under review again, brought to you by Acme Oyster House. So we shall see. Currently rolled a touchdown to make it 30-20 LSU. As we get a look at it, Daniels inside the 5, takes a leap at the 1. Ole Miss tried to force him out, but looked like body and football inside the pylon. So we'll wait. Again, the pylon cam, he's inside the pylon cam. Again, his body and the football. This should not take a very long review. In fact, this week, the SEC announced their average time, which on Twitter went ablaze. They were a little surprised. The SEC said it took as quick as they did, but they try to keep it well under a minute 20. This one actually is going a little longer than I thought.
It's tough because he's airborne, and this we got a reverse end zone shot from the south end zone, which really doesn't do a whole lot of good. I don't know if they've got the vertical over the top one. I know CBS has that overhead camera. So here we go.
After video review, you're really on the field stands. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Fighting Tigers. So good, we'll say it twice.
Well, we could have told him that about 3 minutes ago, couldn't we?
And Ramos now will come back out and get set to try to add one more. 14-18 remains in this game. LSU down 17-3 in the first half. Still a lifetime left. Ramos lines it up, takes a couple of steps to his left. Slade Roy will snap it back. Jay Bramblett will hold. Snap, set, kick on its way, and the kick is good. 31-20. LSU leads by 11. Timeout on the field. Tiger Stadium coming to life on a Saturday afternoon. Right now, the number 7 team in the land, Ole Miss, trailing your Fighting Tigers 31-20. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Mike Rogers here with a great way to help some good, smart, young people all over North Texas by donating a vehicle to carsforkids.org. Thousands of KRLD listeners have done this over the years. I've done it myself. Cars for Kids will accept cars, trucks, motorcycles in any condition. And if you don't have a car, your cash donation can make just as much of a difference. Call today at 972-274-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org and write off the car, not the kid.
This is Victor McClure, the president of McClure Capital, and for decades, the host of KRLD's Common Sense Investing Show. In appreciation to all the KRLD listeners, I want to offer you a free copy of my very first book, The Common Sense Investing Guide to Retirement. This is your definitive guide to everything retirement. I put my 30-plus years as a retirement planner into one book. If you're within 20 years of retirement or currently retired, this book is the most informative guide you'll ever own. How do you get the most out of Social Security? How to properly plan for taxes, inflation, healthcare. How to get the most out of your Medicare. How to allocate your assets before and during retirement. There is a difference. How to avoid the single biggest threat to retirement. Believe it or not, it's not inflation or tax. Most importantly, how to guarantee you'll achieve the retirement of your dreams and to make sure it lasts for the rest of your life. All for a free copy at 972-715-2424. That's 972-715-2424, or go to ilovemyretirement.com.
This is WWL. Fourth quarter action continues. Presented by J&J Exterminating on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
31-20 LSU, an 11-point lead over Ole Miss. 14-18 to go, fourth quarter here from Tiger Stadium. Fans, Super One Foods has super low prices on all of your game day favorites. So up your grocery game and score big with Super One Foods. Jaden Daniels today, 19 of 26, 229 yards, 2 passing touchdowns. On the ground, 18 carries, 69 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. He now has the single season record for rushing touchdowns by a quarterback, 8 on the year, previously set by 5 former players who had 7 in a season, most recently Joe Burrow in 2018. Kickoff going to be fielded at the goal line by Dayton Wade, far side, cuts across middle of the field, and will be stopped now at the 15. Maybe stopped shy at the 14-yard line. Great job on team's coverage down the field. As Wade, very good returner, tried to change directions, come across the field. LSU able to lock in, got the guidance, and bring him down. And Ole Miss will start first down and 10 at their own 15-yard line. Fans, lower your utility bills with an efficient, reliable Train air conditioning system. Visit trainsouth.com to find a local dealer. Get a free estimate on a system that will fit your needs and your budget. Begin saving now because it's hard to stop a train. LSU's defense, the aggressor over the last 4 possessions by Ole Miss in this game. Dart, play action, deep in the pocket, delivers, and off the hands, incomplete up at the 40-yard line, looking for Mingo. Mingo had gotten open, and Dart just missed on the throw. Mingo tried to grab it with his right hand, but ricochets off, incomplete. Second down and 10 from the Ole Miss 15.
Lucky break for LSU because Mingo, if he'd slowed down, the ball was going to be where he could catch it with 2 hands. But he reached back trying to make a one-handed catch, just was not able to bring it in.
They fake the screen on second down and then go back to the screen, almost intercepted at the 11-yard line. Micah Baskerville able to cover up Quinshon Judkins. Just before the snap, he rotated out of the backfield. Dart looked his way, then looked him off. Perkins was all over Dart, so he went back to Judkins and almost had it taken away. Nonetheless, 2 incompletions, sets up third down and 10 from the 15, and Tiger Stadium coming alive on this Saturday. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Dart steps up to the offensive line, gives instructions, now stands back in the shotgun. Snap is back on third and 10. Pump fake, pressure comes, off balance throw, incomplete up at the 31-yard line, looking for Malik Heath. It'll be 4th down and 10 for Ole Miss from their own 15. How about this LSU defense? Now we got a late flag, little jawing going on between the Rebels and Tigers, and eventually draws the ire of an official. Looked like Perkins was involved over there, kind of in a huddle with he and 3 other Rebels. Now we'll see as they unsettle this here, and that could be costly, and that will drive Brian Kelly crazy. He talks about pre-snap penalties and extra play.
No sportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 40. Contact against an official. The penalty is 15 yards. It includes an automatic first down.
Oh, boy.
First sportsmanlike foul in the game.
Yeah, Coach Kelly not going to like that. Perkins getting an earful on the near sideline now. You get the stop. Set up 4th and 10 from the 15, and the freshman makes a mistake. And I got to tell you, that is a little sensitive on the part of the officials there. But by rule, flag thrown. Ole Miss back in business. 1st down and 10. They move it up to the 30-yard line of their own. Snap back to Dart. Quick screen, far side. Got it to Mingo. Pulled down from behind, knocked down at the 41-yard line, but he picks up 11 yards. It's a 1st down for Ole Miss. You look back at some of the penalties in this game, more of them early in the game, keeping Ole Miss alive, but that one a costly one. Handoff, Judkins finds a little seam up across the 45 to the 46 before being slammed down there. A gain of 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Rebels.
Picked up 5 yards, 2nd and 5.
1st down, or rather 2nd down and about 4. Trip receivers left short side of the field. Again, handoff, Judkins takes his time, and Ali Gay wraps him up, brings him down. Maybe a yard or 2, that's about it. It'll be 3rd and 3 upcoming. 4 for 10 on the day, Ole Miss. Again, 55% coming into the game. 13:05, clock moving, 4th quarter. Ole Miss approaching midfield after a costly freshman mistake. Dart takes his time, looks over to Lane Kiffin, far side. 3rd down and a little more than 3. LSU 3 down linemen, 5 in the box. Make that 6. Now make it 7 in the box. Judkins moved from right hip to left hip. Snap the Dart. He's going to run downhill. He's got blockers. Gets outside the numbers. He's got the 1st down. There's a flag down behind the Ole Miss line of scrimmage as Dart made it to the LSU 40-yard line, but we'll see what the flag's about.
Holding. Here's the run. Holding. Offense, number 1. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 3rd down.
The senior Jonathan Mingo trying to help his quarterback. Whistled for the holding call, and that'll back Ole Miss up. Not quite the same level of penalty that LSU handed Ole Miss, but comes at a very opportune time if you're the LSU defense. So it backs it up to the 38-yard line of Ole Miss with 12:33 to go here in the ballgame.
LSU needs a big play here. Most important, they need to make sure they don't make a mistake on the play.
3rd down and about 13 here for the Rebels. 4 men at the line of scrimmage for LSU. They'll send Judkins out wide to the right. Empty backfield for Dart. 3-man rush. Dart backpedaling throws. Catch going to be made at the 40, but slung down quickly. Malik Heath with the catch, but a flag down at the 32-yard line. And again now, Tipper starting to flare. Jarek Bernard Converse with the tackle, and it appears that Heath is slow to get up. It'll be another hold against Ole Miss.
Holding. Offense, number 57. The penalty is declined. Result of play is a 4th down.
Doug, right now, LSU up front, pinning their ears back, coming after Dart. An offensive line for Ole Miss has no answer. The only answer is to hold.
What a great rush by B.J. Ojulari off the left edge. He ducked his shoulder and got underneath the left tackle. Had no choice but to grab him and bring him to the ground. Great effort there by B.J.
Going to set up 4th down for Ole Miss. 12-12 to go and a timeout on the field. The Fighting Tigers of LSU leading 31-20 here in the 4th quarter. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
The time is right, the pride is just begun. There's a good time strong.
Ford F-Series has been keeping the good times rolling as the best-selling truck in America 44 years straight. And with the smartest F-150 and most capable Super Duty ever built, this dynasty will keep right on rolling. Drive the new 2021 F-150 at your Southern Quality Ford dealer, proud partner of the LSU Tigers. Based on 1977 through 2020 calendar year sales.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of LSU Athletics, helping the world keep promising.
Planning a wedding, corporate, or fundraising event, sporting event, or private party, Party Central has top quality, distinctive rentals that ensure your event will be a success. Party Central is a full-service event rental company that creates memorable and inspiring events throughout Louisiana for over 20 years. They are the experts you need to guarantee your event is a success. At Party Central, it's all in the details. Visit their website at partycentralweb.com and start planning your next event today.
Fourth quarter action continues. Presented by J&J Exterminating on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Ole Miss looking at 4th down and 11. With 12 remaining here in Baton Rouge. LSU leading 31-20 over Ole Miss. They'll send out the punt unit. Frazier Mason again. Staying at the 26-yard line of his own. Greg Clayton Jr. back inside the 20 for LSU. Third punt of the afternoon for Mason. Averaging 36 yards per punt. LSU got a great one out of the Ole Miss punter last time. He'll try rugby style. Line drive. Takes a bounce at the 25 for Ole Miss. Inside the 10. Going to be fielded by Clayton, and he'll just go down at the 10-yard line. Again, took a very good bounce at the 25, but there's a flag on that far side at about the 39 at the line of scrimmage. So we'll see what this is about. Ole Miss exploding with penalties on that last drive after LSU gave them one. We'll see what this one's about. They have 8 penalties on the day due to the Rebels. LSU had 7. It looks like this one also going to go against the Rebels. That'll be their 9th of the day. Once Jason Autry turns on his mic and tells us after they talk with Coach Kelly to see what he wants to do.
The illegal formation, kicking team. Number 22 went to an eligible position after lining up inside the line of scrimmage. The 5-yard penalty of enforced in the previous spots. Repeat 4th down.
So they're going to make them punt again. And that's a wise call by Brian Kelly there. That's why he brought the officiating crew over and wanted to talk about it after LSU would have the football on that last punt at their own 10. So they'll let Mason try it again. He'll punt for the 4th time today. Officially 3rd again.
We're working on it.
And now time called halted. So there's a medical stop, according to Jason Autry, our crew chief. Okay, now we see the training crew coming over, and they're going to take a look at one of the Rebels. Not sure. Nobody was down on the field, but the officials decided to have a medical stoppage and bring the training crew out. Well, that was a quick look. Now it looks like they're going to take someone off the field for the Rebels.
Chris, speaking of injuries, real quick, A.J. Finley, safety for the Rebels. He's done for the afternoon, as is linebacker Troy Brown. And I've had some questions about John Emery. He is dressed. Apparently, he tweaked something in pregame warm-ups, so he's not going to play. Maybe we'll hear more from Coach Kelly in the postgame press conference.
Looked like Taylor Groves for the Rebels was taken off the field due to some type of injury. So now Mason will try it again. Another rugby-style punt. The Tigers come after it, but he gets it off. A beautiful punt. Takes a bounce inside the 15, but rolls into the end zone. A 65-yard punt, but the touchback. LSU will start at the 20 instead of the 10 on the previous drive. So with 11:41 to go, LSU with the football and an 11-point lead, 31-20. And this is the part, again, still plenty of time, gentlemen, left in this game, but this is what Brian Kelly Doug talks about all the time. You got to be able to run the football in the SEC. You got an 11-point lead, never safe against Ole Miss. You've got to burn some clock here, and you got to do it on the ground.
And you got to make sure that you don't commit any foolish penalties. And LSU's become better and better and better as the season has gone along. You know, this team, I mentioned during the commercial break, they are becoming the team today.
First down and 10 from the 20. Daniels going to look to throw. Long throw far side. Waiting for it. Hauling it in. Far sideline up across the 30 to the 32 is Brian Thomas Jr. 12-yard gain. It's a first down and 10 for LSU. Again, we started to see that in the Tennessee game, albeit in a loss. Not only was Jaden Daniels throwing downfield more often, but making the long throws from hash mark to boundary. Does it again there. Thomas brings it in. First down and 10. Now marked at the 32-yard line. Far side hash. Here's the snap. On the ground, a good one. Good one. Moving a couple of Rebels across the 35. Makes his way to the 38-yard line. Still going. Lost his helmet. And eventually the whistle stop it as he makes his way to the 38. And Goodwin will have to check out, but great effort by Armani, the sophomore out of Birmingham, Alabama. And a 6-yard gain will set up second down and 4. Keeps the Tigers on schedule here with 11:05 remaining clock moving. Fourth quarter. 2 wide to the right. 1 lone receiver and Lacey to the left side. Shotgun called for. Here's the snap to Daniels. Hand off to Kane. Kane gets a couple of yards. Or check that, Williams. Williams gets near the 40. Picks up maybe 2. It'll set up third down and about 2 upcoming for LSU. Tigers with 176 yards rushing. Right at about 4.7 yards per carry. Overall, the Tigers, 417 yards total offense. Currently out-dueling the Ole Miss offense. Third down and 2. LSU 4 for 9 on third downs today. Daniels looking to throw. Quick fire out to the 45-yard line to Neighbors. He's got the first down. LSU will move the chains. 7-yard gain to Neighbors. Neighbors with his 4th catch of the day.
And this is where the skill of LSU's receivers really shows off. They're catching the ball with their hands. Tough catches, and they're hit right after they make the reception, but they're hanging on to those balls.
First down and 10. Under 10 to go. Daniels going to keep off the right edge. Trying to get to the corner. Does so. Turns it upfield. Gets out of bounds. Inside Ole Miss territory. Down to the 43-yard line. Maybe just shy. Maybe the nose got the first down. We'll wait and see. They've got the ball resting with the nose of the ball at the 43. And the chains are moving. First down. Jaden Daniels delivers on the ground once again. 9:29 clock moving fourth quarter. LSU, no need to be in a hurry here, leading by 11. They'll line it up with trip receivers to the left, wide side of the field, as they scrimmage from the far side hash, attacking right to left on your dial. Now Neighbors will motion. He'll be the lone receiver to the right side. Shotgun snap Daniels. Here comes pressure. Breaks away from pressure. Now off and running. Down the far side hash, sliding inside the 35, down to the 31-yard line. And here comes the flag as he's hit on his slide by Otis Reese. This one's going to add insult to injury for the Ole Miss defense. That one, no question, he was sliding.
No question, and when you're sliding feet first, the defender's got to leave you alone. Don't even touch him.
They have a quick conference to the officials. Now we'll hear from Jason Autry, our crew chief, in just a moment. Here it comes.
After play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 3. The penalty is 15 yards added to the end of the run and includes an automatic first down.
Senior mistake by Otis Reese, the senior out of Leesburg, Georgia. Daniels picked up 12 yards on the run. Flush from the pocket. Picks up 12 yards, and then they add on the penalty yards. First down and 10 at the 17-yard line of Ole Miss as the Tigers once again inside the Capital One red zone. From the far side hash, pistol formation. Now they'll move Goodwin to the left hip of Daniels. Daniels going to keep it up the middle. He's free. 10, 5, touchdown, Fighting Tigers. 17-yard run for Jaden Daniels. 3 rushing scores on the day, and the Tigers lead 37-20. Hey now.
Out of the shotgun, Daniels took the snap, made the fake to the halfback beside him, and then stepped off to the right. The halfback was tackled by Ole Miss's defense. Daniels was not tackled. Found a seam right up the middle, took it into the end zone for the score.
You can hear the excitement in the coach's booth to our right. Celebrating as Daniels goes in to lift the Tigers up 37-20. Ramos with a chance to add one more to the scoreboard. Swings the leg. Kick is up. And once again, it is good. 38-20. Fighting Tigers lead over Ole Miss with 8:36 remaining in today's contest. Timeout on the field. We'll return to Tiger Stadium in just a moment on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Check out Albertsons For You in our mobile app, where you can shop for groceries and save weekly with digital coupons all in one place. With Albertsons For You, you can earn rewards points every time you shop and redeem them for free groceries. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or go to albertsons.com to sign up. Albertsons, fresh food, local flavors.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
If you want to have a great time, enjoy some tasty food and drinks, and play some golf, you need to head out to the brand new Golf Suites off Segan Lane. Just go to the Segan Overpass, turn onto Old Segan Lane, loop under the bridge, and you are at the only place in town that uses PGA TrackMan technology. This technology tracks the flight and spin of your ball, which means you can use it to improve your game. You can also play courses from around the world, and there are plenty of games, so it's a ton of fun for the whole family. Golf Suites is affordable and open late night on the weekends. Make your plans to visit Golf Suites today.
Fourth quarter action continues. Presented by J&J Exterminating on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
38-20. LSU now leads Ole Miss. 8:36 still remaining, fourth quarter here at Tiger Stadium. Vans Toyota National Sales Event is on. Visit your local Toyota dealer. Check out the Ready for Anything Toyota Tundra. How Tigers Go tailgate. Toyota, proud partner of LSU Athletics. Still plenty of time left in this game. But you talk about a second half team. I think that's fair to say for this LSU squad in 2022. Outscored Auburn in the second half 7-0. Outscored Mississippi State here at Tiger Stadium 24-3. And so far, fingers crossed, knock on wood, 21-0. They've outscored Ole Miss here in the second half today. Little confusion on the kickoff, taken around the 5-yard line. They were fighting to see who would get possession of it. Looks like Matt Jones decided to take it and eventually dropped near the 20-yard line. That's where Ole Miss will start on offense with 8:31 remaining. Listen up, Tiger fans. Introducing the greatest hit from the lottery. Play Hit 50 and win up to $1,000. Visit any lottery retailer. Pick up Hit 50 today for your chance to win. Must be at least 21 to purchase. They'll mark the ball at the 22 of Ole Miss. LSU's defense. What else can you say here? Starting late in that second quarter. Looked like Ole Miss was unstoppable with 200 yards in the first quarter alone. But credit to Matt House and this LSU defense up to this point. Looking for another big stand here. First down and 10 from the 22. Jackson Dart fakes the toss. Pressure comes. He eventually gets it off to Judkins. He manages to haul it in far side. Gets to the 25. Joe Fouché delivers a hit. He's out of bounds at about the 27. But boy, Dart nearly had it taken away and knocked loose by Savion Jones, backing up in the pocket.
Well, Chris, we have a flag down. I think they're going to hit LSU with an additional 15 on the late hit. They're talking about it right now.
Again, I know it's what the rule is now, but I mean, Dart just
That's the
got rid of
play.
it.
Personal foul. Late hit out of bounds defense.
Oh, that's on the
16 yards.
outside.
That is at the end of the
I
play.
apologize.
It's an automatic first
It was clean. Jones, great hit for Dart, and he's actually limping if you take a look at him down the field. Jackson Dart is, but this was on the out of bounds. Not sure if it was Fouché or the second person that got there.
Yeah, I think Fouché had the legal hit. Might have been the second one just to make sure, but he was already out of bounds. So that one's going to hurt LSU and give Ole Miss some life and some momentum here. Move the ball up to the 41-yard line. First down and 10 for the Rebels. 8:15 clock moving fourth quarter. They finally tried the jet sweep near side, and LSU did their homework. They bring him down at the 43-yard line. After a 2-yard gain, Harold Perkins again running downhill along with Micah Baskerville. As the jet sweep, Dayton Wade coming from far side to near side. And they've been successful with that all season long. LSU certainly picked it up on film. Second down and 8 at the 43. Shotgun snap, Dart fires quickly, and it's short hopped incomplete at the 47. Looking again for Dayton Wade, but Dart did not get that ball up. It's incomplete. Sets up 3rd and 8 here for Ole Miss.
Chris, I'll say Jackson Dart's rattled. I mean, he's limping. He's not in rhythm. That ball was low. The pressure that LSU has brought, they continue to hit him. It has been a huge factor in the second half.
So looking at 3rd down and 8 at the 43 of their own. Tiger Stadium. Getting rowdy on a Saturday evening. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Dart waits on the shotgun snap. It's delivered. Here come the Tigers. Late pressure. Hit as he throws and incomplete. Up around the 45-yard line. Scan the field. Scan the field. No hankies. 4th down and 8. Again, the pressure on Dart. As he released, got hit. And it was off the mark. And it looks like Ole Miss is going to keep the offense out here down 38-20. Lane Kiffin going to roll the dice. Again, 58% on 4th down conversions on the year. 1 for 1 on the day here at Tiger Stadium. This one, 4th and 8. Must reach the 49-yard line of LSU. They scrimmage from the 43-yard line of their own. Trip receivers, left side. Dart looking left. Pressure comes. Dart goes down. He's sacked at the 38-yard line. Mekhi Wingo. Hey now. Turnover on downs. LSU football with 7:36 to go in this one.
Just relentless pressure from the LSU defensive line. Just squeezed him into the pocket and then jumped on top of him. An unsuccessful 4th down for Ole Miss. LSU takes over possession at the 38-yard line.
Timeout on the field. Tigers lead 38-20. They've got the football when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Kevin Falk, LSU Hall of Famer. My years at LSU were amazing. I've always loved celebrating with my teammates, especially when someone was serving up some delicious Manda sauce. For a lot of Tiger fans, it's just not game day without Manda in the mix. Serving top quality sauces and original seasoning is Manda's strong side. But it's not Manda's flavor that's always got me running back for more. You get it, running back for more. After 75 years, the flavor still says it all. Manda Fine Meats, the official smoke sauce of LSU Athletics.
Southern Air Heating and Cooling is proud to be an official sponsor of LSU Athletics. Their team of AC professionals have been serving the comfort needs of the people of Louisiana for over 25 years. Much like the fans of the Tigers, our commitment to Tiger Athletics and providing great service remains as strong as ever. Southern Air Heating and Cooling. Go Tigers! Are you tired of lugging your grill to every tailgate you attend? Do you want a more convenient portable option that is environmentally friendly? Look no further than Charbox. Charbox is the world's only green disposable grill box. Charbox is a ready-to-use grill box with uniquely formulated all-natural charcoal that can last 3 to 6 hours. It's easy to light, easy to use, easy to clean up, and recyclable. Get yours today at charbox.com. That's CHRBOX.com.
Fourth quarter action continues. Presented by J&J Exterminating on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
38-20. LSU leading by 18 over number 7 Ole Miss. Get the sack. Again, just the 5th given up by this offensive line of Ole Miss all season long on 4th and 8. Turnover on downs. LSU has it now. First down and 10 at the Ole Miss 38-yard line. Time now to take a look at the performance report brought to you by Kubota and the Louisiana Kubota dealers. Visit LSUKubotaDealers.com for the dealer near you. This LSU defense today has gotten after the Rebels. After a great start for Lane Kiffin and company, Micah Baskerville leading the way, 7 tackles on the day. Greg Penn, Mekhi Wingo, each with 6 apiece. This LSU defense has been different the majority of this contest. On first down, they give it off to Goodwin. Between right tackle, he's inside the 35, down to the 32-yard line. Good pickup on first down. Gets that clock moving. Under 7.5 to play here at Tiger Stadium.
Let that clock continue to run and then play one play at a time. That's the key to this. One play at a time, no mistakes. 7:11 remaining here in the ball game.
Second down 4. Ball at the Ole Miss 32. Middle of the field. 2 tight ends move from right to left. Daniels in the shotgun along with Goodwin. Snap is back, puts it in the belly of Armani. Breaks through the line and gets free inside the 30 and picks up the first down to the 27-yard line of the Rebels. And this is what we mentioned earlier. Coach Brian Kelly imploring his offensive line, who played phenomenal last week, to be able to run the football. We saw them do it on the road against Auburn, and that come from behind win. And they're going to need to do it again here today with under 6.5 to go in this one, leading 38-20. LSU wants to run the ball and run this clock. Down early 17-3. Since then, it's 35-3. LSU outscoring Ole Miss. First down and 10. Ball at the Rebel 27-yard line. Shotgun snap. Again, good one. Hit at the line, but moving forward, somehow sneaking his way inside the 25, down to the 23. Earned every yard of that one.
That's the 25-yard line.
But the clock continues to roll under 6 minutes here at Tiger Stadium. Fans J&J Exterminating, Louisiana-owned, customer-focused, and results-driven for over 6 decades. Call the local pros. Get the shield. J&J Exterminating. Yeah, Josh Williams going to check in now at running back. LSU, as you might imagine, no hurry. 19 on the play clock, 5:33 on the game clock. They finally line it up. 2 receivers left. Thomas and Neighbors to the near side. Again, double tight set. Both tight ends to the left of the formation. Shotgun snap. Daniels off the right edge. Got a lead block at the 20, 15, and down to around the 12, maybe the 13-yard line, but he's going to pick up the first down. It was Mason Taylor, the tight end, leading the blocking downfield, allowing Daniels to step inside that block, pick up the first down, and once again reach the Capital One red zone with 5 minutes to go in this game. Daniels today, 117 yards rushing to go along with 248 yards passing. LSU again taking time to look to the near side. Play clock down to 13. Game clock down to 4 minutes and 39 seconds. And a lot of the red and blue have left the building here at Tiger Stadium. Now they'll move the double tight end set to the right side. Daniels takes the snap, hands it off, and Williams batters his way inside the 10. Gets down near the 8-yard line. The offensive line just pushing back the Rebels, Doug. They are backpedaling on every snap. See Cole Taylor, the tight end, check in from the near sideline. Mason Taylor will come and visit with Coach Kelly. Second down and 5. Ball at the Ole Miss 8. LSU can pick up another first down at the Rebel 3-yard line with 3:55 clock moving. 38-20. LSU out in front. Move the double tight ends to the left of the formation. 2 receivers to the left as they scrimmage from the far side hash. Daniels going to keep it. Gets to the 5 and down to the 3-yard line. And it should be enough for an LSU first down. Let's see. They may spot him just shy of the 3 between the 4 and 3-yard line. So it will set up, it appears, after a 4+ yard run, that they'll be inches away from the first down. Down to 3:19. Again, plenty of time on the play clock. LSU absolutely in no hurry here, trying to get under 3 minutes remaining in this game. Now we'll line it up. 3rd down and less than a yard to pick up the first down. They are 4 yards away from another score. Snap, handoff. Williams puts his nose down, squares his shoulders, gets to the 1-yard line. It's first down, goal to go for LSU at the Ole Miss 1-yard line. Jaden Daniels has had a few big plays running the game, but how about these running backs in this offensive line, Doug, today, getting the yards they need to move the chain?
And how about since the beginning, about near the end of the first quarter, LSU took over the line of scrimmage, and they have just become more dominant as this game went on. Chris, we talked before the game about the LSU Ole Miss series. This is the kind of game that sets that reputation, where LSU's played so well from early in this game, and they've taken over the game, and assuming they finish it this way.
Handoff, Josh Williams into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Tigers. Williams, his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. It's now 44-20 LSU. 2:05 remaining in this contest. And that drive for LSU puts Ole Miss in a very deep sleep. Just took the ball away from them. 8 plays, 38 yards after the turnover on downs. 5 minutes and 31 seconds. They methodically work it down and get another score. Ramos, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 45-20. LSU wearing out the Rebels of Ole Miss here at Tiger Stadium. Again, 2:05 remains. Tiger fans celebrating. As we mentioned, Ole Miss, a lot of their fans decided to go ahead, making that drive back to Oxford. They got to go play Texas A&M next week. LSU heads into the off week with really 2 solid performances in back-to-back weeks. The win last week, 45-35 over Florida at the Swamp. And then here today, taking on number 7 Ole Miss. And after a shaky start defensively and offensively, LSU gets it all together and pours it on Lane Kiffin and the Rebels.
Well, and when you look at the game, in every aspect of this game, as this game went on, LSU became dominant in that aspect. It's not like they gave up the big plays that they've done earlier this season. They stopped giving up the big plays, and they started intercepting passes and knocking passes loose and rushing the passer, and all the little things that you put together and say, that team is really good. Those are the kind of things LSU's done this afternoon as this game has gone on, which is why you make it so much fun to watch, because you want to see a team become a real team, and they've done that today.
How big was that interception? There's been some great plays on offense today, but when LSU was leading 24-20, Ole Miss driving deep, Joe Fouché comes away with the INT to turn away the Rebels, and then the route was on. LSU goes from 24-20 to 45-20. Kickoff in the end zone. It's a touchback. It'll be first down at 10 at the 25 with 2:05 remaining. LSU Athletics would like to thank its Team LSU corporate partners, Cox, McDonald's, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Coca-Cola, People's Health, and Hancock Whitney. And don't forget, StubHub, the easiest way to experience every Tiger game. You can check the virtual view, score your seats, get your tickets delivered instantly. StubHub, the official ticket marketplace of LSU Athletics. StubHub, be there. So here comes Ole Miss. Dart will empty the backfield, go 5 wide, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Judkins coming back towards the quarterback at the snap. Little sidearm throw. They get it to Heath near side at the 25, and he'll get to the 26. But again, Gold Helmet Swarm led by Micah Baskerville. 1 yard on the play. 2nd down and 9, under 2 minutes to go. Again, the Tigers head into the off week. They'll host Alabama here at Tiger Stadium November 5th. We expect it to be announced a night game under the lights. Again, Ole Miss will travel to take on Texas A&M next week. 2nd down and 9 from the 26-yard line of their own. This time Judkins will join Jackson Dart in the backfield. Shotgun snap, hand to Judkins. A lot of room left side. Weaving through blockers up across the 40. Eventually brought down at the 44-yard line. He'll pick up the first down, stop the clock. Well, they're not going to stop it, but it should be. It keeps moving. It's down to 1:12.
44-yard line.
Nobody picks that up. Dart on 1st down and 10. Stands in the pocket, delivers, and it is complete to the 40, maybe the 39-yard line of LSU. It's Jonathan Mingo, who's been quiet most of today, but big catch there. Gets it into LSU territory. Ole Miss going hurry up big time here. Dart drops it over the middle. Judkins tackles himself inside the 35, slips up, gets to the 30-yard line. Luckily, he had a lot of green grass in front of him, but it'll be 2nd down and a yard just beyond the 30-yard line of the Tigers. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Dart, handoff Judkins. He'll get the first down, tries to stiff arm a man. That doesn't go well, but eventually he's thrown out of bounds at about the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. He'll pick up the first down. Micah Baskerville, though, with a big hit. And we got 25 seconds remaining in this game. It'll be 1st down and 10 at the 25. LSU leading 45-20. Down to 15 seconds. Clock still moving. Dart steps into the shotgun. 2 receivers left, wide side of the field. 1 receiver to the right, and Dart going to look towards the end zone. Nowhere to go with it. Now he's going to be hit and drop. Ball comes out. Ole Miss will dive on it way back at the 40-yard line, but the game is over. Tigers win. Tigers win. Ole Miss comes to Baton Rouge once again in this storied rivalry, and their undefeated dreams die at Tiger Stadium. The final today, LSU 45, Ole Miss 20. With the win, Tigers on the season move to 6-2, 4-1 in SEC play. Undefeated in the SEC West. Ole Miss, their first loss of the year. 7-1, now 3-1 in Southeastern Conference play. All over with at Tiger Stadium, and it's all LSU. 45-20, the win. Back with more on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is Richard Zouchois, CEO of Acadian Ambulance Service. On behalf of all the Acadian employee owners, please be careful while driving. Always use your seatbelt and never text and drive.
Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU Athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply. Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
This is Richard Zouchois, CEO of Acadian Ambulance Service. On behalf of all the Acadian employee owners, please be careful while driving. Always use your seatbelt and never text and drive.
Welcome to the Fighting Tiger postgame report. Stats, scores, highlights, interviews, and much more. Now, from inside the Caesars Sportsbook broadcast booth, Here again are Doug and Chris.
LSU a winner, 45-20 over number 7 Ole Miss here at Tiger Stadium. And just as the game ended, we went to break. Kind of a delay, but eventually students rushed the field here. Not all students, but they're still pouring onto the field. Again, Doug, as we say, Ole Miss was number 7, but not a big surprise. LSU now has won 16 of the last 21 meetings between LSU and the Rebels. So, but whatever, let the kids celebrate. LSU's going to celebrate because this was a solid win, and I know we've talked about the shortcomings.
All right, fam. There you go, man. LSU takes care of business against Ole Miss, 45-20. They defeat the Ole Miss Rebels, takes them down, beat the number 7th ranked Ole Miss Rebels. And it looked kind of rocky early on as Ole Miss was able to put up some points. But LSU stayed cool and calm, man. They were able to row all the way back. Beat this team 45-20. Big fashion, man. Great win. A lot of people can't talk that shit now about Jaden Daniels, man. Where those detractors at is he is carrying his team, man, in more ways than one. With his arm and his legs. 5 touchdowns he accounted for in this matchup. Tigers improved, man. 6-2, they're 4-1 in conference play, beating the Ole Miss Rebels. Feels good, man. 21 unanswered in the fourth quarter as LSU shuts out Ole Miss in the second half, man, not allowing them to get anything. So, good game. Let's get into the team statistics on this thing. 35-26 via LSU. They handled the business. 6-11 on the third down. 500-404. A lot of yardage in this game. 248 by the Tigers, 288 by Ole Miss passing game. LSU ran for 252 yards on 48 carries, over 5 yards per rush. Ole Miss won 16 on 37, 3.1. Ole Miss sloppy game. LSU a lot of penalties in this game, 18 penalties overall, 10-4 Ole Miss for 111, LSU 8 for 71. And of course, the turnover there, as you can see, was the interception thrown by their quarterback, Dart. LSU controlled the time of possession as well in this one. 35 minutes and 48 seconds versus 22 minutes in 1 second. So they mastered the clock. LSU took the ball away from Ole Miss and held it for almost 36 minutes of this game. Totally shrunk the game away from them, made them a bit desperate in the game. So really wonderful game by LSU. As you can see, a lot of these young people really coming together in the matchup. Jayden 21 of 28 on the game for 248, 9 yards per throw. He had 2 passing touchdowns. And oh yeah, he's the top rusher. In the rushing attack, he had 23 scrambles for 121 yards. He averaged over 5 yards per scramble and was responsible for 3 3 rushing touchdowns. But the LSU rushing attack did well. Didn't matter who had the ball. Josh Williams had 17 rushes, for 76 yards. He averaged 4.5 yards per rush with a touchdown. Armani Goodwin had 8 carries for 55 yards, and he averaged almost 7 yards per rush. So regardless of what LSU was doing with the rushing attack, it worked against Ole Miss defense. Top receivers in the matchup. Touchdowns going to Jare Jenkins, 2 catches for 51 yards and a score. Mason Taylor, the big tight end, caught 3 catches for 44 yards and a score there. Kayshawn had 4 catches for 43, averaging 11 yards per catch. Malik Neighbors, 4 catches for 37. He was 9.3. 2 for Brian Thomas in the game for 26, 13 yards per catch on that thing. Josh Williams had 3 for 25, and Karen Lacey had 2 for 18. Goodwin had 1. So pretty good game by LSU Tigers. Defense came alive in the second half, was able to take this team completely out of it. Jackson Dart finished the game 19-34 for 284. No touchdowns and an interception for him. And their top guy was Quishon Judkins, 25 carries for 111, 4.4. That guy's a hell of a player. 2 rushing touchdowns for him. He's the lone bright spot for Ole Miss in this game. Also, you got to give it up to Malik Heath, who had 8 catches for 145. No scores from none of those guys in there. So LSU did what they were supposed to do, man. They made the adjustments, and they shut Ole Miss down in the second half. So great win. I mean, excellent win by LSU and against the 7th-ranked Ole Miss Rebels, giving them their first loss of the season, and LSU improves to 6-2. What do you guys think, man? Talk to me in the chat about this. This was a good game. They handled the business. They took care of things, made it work, and they executed, and they handled the business. 6-2, all your LSU Tigers. 45-20 was the win. So big ups to you guys. Shout out to you guys for watching the watch party here as LSU gets the win. Shout out to Rose City. Good to see you, fam. Appreciate you. True Louisiana Animal, much love to you. Big shout out to you as well. And all the family members are feeling pretty good about themselves, I see in the chat, man. Big ups to you guys. Appreciate you for chiming in this thing. So, all right. So what's next for LSU, man? Let's delve into the schedule going up next for the Tigers, man. What's shaking and baking for the Tigers on the flip side? Well, guess what? We got Alabama coming up after a bye week. 4 games remaining in the season. Alabama, Arkansas, UAB, and Texas. But before we get to Alabama, you know we always have that traditional bye before Alabama. So LSU's off this week on a well-earned bye. They winners of 2 in a row against Florida and Ole Miss as they gear up for the 6th rank currently right now, LSU Tigers. So we're going to see how all that shakes in the forefront. So much love to the fam, man. We'll be back later on this week as we'll talk about cover LSU in the bye week, man. Much love to you guys. Appreciate you for chiming in. And I'm going to get at you on the flip side. Much love and go Tigers.